asking am I alright, as if auspicious or in my pint. I'll find the answer or a good night. Thank God the time is short. And yes, you always do that one thing when you wrinkle up the nose bridge. I'm trying to figure out what that meant. I took it as a taunt. Remember way back then in school? Oh, did anybody ever say no to you? Oh, did anybody ever say no to you? Whoa, and I don't think I have a clue. Cause well, did anybody ever say no to you? Oh, did anybody ever say no to you? Whoa, you're always trying to leave the table. Phone calls, toilet breaks, unstable. And don't you think that we can all tell? You're insecure, you're insecure. I guess I always do that one thing when I get too drunk and jump in to figure out what makes your brain tick. I'm a listener, I'm a listener. Remember way back then in school? Cause well, did anybody ever say no to you? Or did anybody ever say no to you? Whoa, I don't think I have a clue. Cause well, did anybody ever say no to you? Or does anybody ever say no to you? Whoa, woo! I don't think so. I don't think so. Get the number for the cab call as you're dashing out the front door. You claim to try to dodge the cat call. Thank God the time is short. And yes, you always do that one thing. Cause when you throw and trash me under your drink, I'm trying to figure out what that means. I took it as a taunt.
Hello everyone, hi, welcome into the stream, happy Friday, how are we all? I think it's really funny that when at the end of the song, you guys never ever hear the last lyric. I turn it way down before the song is done, so you just never hear it. I take great enjoyment in that. Hello, Lethal Chicken. Hello. I forgot how to pronounce people's names, but hello, everybody. Hello, Booksy. Welcome on in. I hope you're doing grand. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Fuck you, Poppy. Fuck you. I hate you. I hate you. Hi, Poppy. Hey, happy Friday. Hope you're doing grand, everybody. I'm doing grand, thank you. I'm doing grand. I'm doing great. Feel a little bit discombobulated, clearly, because none of the words are coming out of my mouth very well right now. I'm doing good though, everybody. Welcome into the stream. Happy Friday. I have had a very uneventful past 2 days. But however, the uneventfulness has turned into oh holy fucking shit. I'm so busy, which is why the stream may be shorter today. I need to get a fucking grip and I need to get a little bit of a move on with my college work. I've already started a side project instead of my college work. I'll elaborate on it. Fuck you too. It's a love-hate relationship, Bobby. But no, I've already started a little bit of a side task, side quest, you could word it, instead of doing my college work. I already have ignored my college work and decided that I didn't want to do that because it was hard and boring. So I went, okay, I'll do something else that will take up loads of my time instead. So I've been really wise. It's so disorientating that you stream on Fridays instead of Thursdays. Isn't it just? It's going to throw me right off. I'm not used to this. In fairness, I can stream on Thursdays. It just feels illogical for me too, considering I finished college at like 5 o'clock. There's not a reason I can't stream on Thursdays. It's just because it is illogical to stream on Thursdays. I take everything I just said back. I can stream on Thursdays, but then that would mean that I stay up much later and I've got college in the morning, and that means I've got no time to kind of catch up with college work the evening of Thursday. Basically, my new timetable means that Thursdays are just zapped out for me as a day because I get home so late and I will just carry on doing college work when I get home. So Thursdays are just like a They're like a white noise day where I don't exist for a while. And then I'm back on Fridays and all is well and good. And don't worry, guys, I know you miss me. Thursdays and Saturdays and Sundays are the only days that you guys are away from me. And it must be so hard. It must be really difficult for you guys to emotionally deal with that. I understand. It's okay. I really don't miss you guys either. It's it's hate. That's fair. That is so fair, Bobby. It's hate then. Fine, we can deal with it being hate. But no, it's going to be a little bit disorientating. It feels weird to stream on Fridays. It does. I never streamed on Fridays before because I got into a little bit of a routine of going to my dad's house on Fridays. But then I decided I didn't want to do that anymore. Not out of meanness, just because last year in college, my timetable on Fridays was half the day in the morning, right? So I had the whole afternoon off, and I got home and I could chill for a bit, and then I could go to my dad's house, and it wouldn't really work with streaming because I was going to go to my dad's house, right? And this time, I've got nothing better to do. I'm not going to go to my dad's house because I'm tired and I don't want to. So I'm sat here instead. Although, as I said, I've got so much more that I should be doing right now. Basically, for the people who don't know, my college thing right now is to make an Italian restaurant, which I was having fun with, okay? I was enjoying. Keyword in that statement being was, have I got a hole in my tights? You fucker. Oh, you bastard. Sorry, there's a bloody hole in my tights. Oh, you fucker. Oh, they're quite new as well, and there's a big old ladder in the back of them. God, this day sucks. This day's awful. I wish I never went live. Sorry, I'm angry. I'm taking it out on you guys, the fact that there's a hole in my toes. So it's probably been that all day and I just haven't noticed. Do you have the name for the restaurant? No. The thing is, right, the way that we're doing it, kind of, the way that we're doing it is, in my opinion, really fucking dumb, and a terrible way of making a restaurant, and a terrible way of teaching students to make a restaurant. I think it's a load of shit. I think it's a load of shit, really, to put it so bluntly. I think the way that they've taught us how to do this is a load of shit. I think it's silly. Hi, Matt, welcome on in. Is today a slow and thoughtful study stream? Yeah, I'm studying anger and rage and just angry emotions, really. Just like that's what I'm studying today, and I'm just going to express it all to you guys. Rah! Yeah, rah indeed. It sucks. So hello there, Matt. Welcome on in. Happy Friday. No, I don't think the way that they've taught us restaurants is very good. Last year in college, I was doing really easy shit, okay? No, not Rasputin, you fucker. Do not ruin this for me, okay? Absolutely do not. But no, last year in college, I was basically putting my own twist on already established pieces of media and pieces of graphic design. So we were making, fuck you guys. I hate this because this is something that I say so often to my friends, and now you've just ruined all of it. I've never correlated it to Rasputin before in my brain before this stream, and now look what you've done. You've ruined one of my favorite catchphrases. What are you gonna do next? Grind set? If you ruin the grind set for me, I will be fuming. There will be smoke coming out of my ears, and I'll be bright red. I'll be so angry. I was going to say rah, but now I spoiled. If you hadn't said it. It wasn't me who said it. It wasn't me. I didn't say anything. This is cruel. You're welcome. I hate you all. I hate you all. But no, last year at college, we were doing already established pieces of media with our own take on it. So we were making movie covers, we were making book covers, we were making collages, we were doing stuff that were kind of already established within a graphic design place. So with like the book covers, we could just take an element from the piece of media and put it onto a thing. This is entirely new. Making an entire restaurant, the concept of a restaurant, the branding for the restaurant, the reasoning for the restaurant, the purpose of the restaurant, the menu, the booking, the actual working website. This is the most new thing we've done, and they've thrown us in completely blind and making us do a load of irrelevant shit for 4 hours a day and expecting us to have it done by next week, pretty much, is what I'm going through right now at college. And also on the side of this, I'm having to still make magazines. They haven't prioritized anything. So Monday's lessons in college, a whole 3 hours of lessons I spend every single week is making a fucking magazine that is entirely irrelevant. We're not even using the right software. So my college right now has gotten really silly, and I am angry at it because I think they've done it in a very illogical way, and I did tell them this, right? They showed us something today. I'm working with a design agency to make a restaurant, right? And the way that we've done it so far is they made us think of 3 different routes to take, which I think it's fair. So you have one of mine is like seasonal restaurant. One of them is based on experience, and then the other one is like a combination taking you on a journey, right? 3 different places in Italy, 3 different menus, 3 different styles, things like that. And then we had to think of 3 different names, 3 different like mood boards, 3 different vibes, aesthetics, 3 different like font types and shit like that. So that's what we've been doing, right? However, we have to solidify all of those with logos and stylistic choices and basically a website design for all 3 of them by next week. And they did not tell us this until today. We have a week to do this. And they were like, yeah, well, that's fine. Well, you got to do on Monday afternoon. And I was like, I guess this now, because you've just thrown these hundreds of bits at work at us, which you weren't telling us to do until today, where we were sat in like a 9:30 till 3:15 today, okay, 9:30 until 3:15 I was in college today, and do you want to see what I did in college today? Would you like to see? There's a big old moth by my mirror. Would you like to see what I did in college today? If I can find it. It's stupid. That is rough. I can hear the stress in your voice. I'm panicking, man. I'm panicking. Do you want to see what I did today? 9:30 till 3:15. Yeah, you ready? You ready for this shit? $9:30 until 3:15. 9:30 until 3:15. That's what we did today, because they didn't tell us that by next week we needed logos done until there was an hour left in the lesson, where suddenly all of our priorities were shifted into something entirely irrelevant to what we just did there. All I did today was recreate a bunch of fucking fonts, right? Because we all thought that we were going to be doing fun branding. Oh no, sorry, you cannot do that, because logos for restaurants, just a fucking name. It's stupid. I'm really angry about college right now, and I'm really angry at my teachers, because I think they are being so blatantly ignorant about how difficult this is. I really do not think they are teaching us what the fuck we are supposed to do. The thing is, right, we're in a college course. The bastards, yeah! Looks like you had a productive day. Very. I loved every second of it. That I don't think they are understanding right now that we are still college students, right? Not a single one of us in that room is a graphic designer. None of us could go into the industry right now and have a clue what we were doing, because we've never made branding kits. I've made one logo over an entire year, right? A singular one, and it took me like 2 months to make, or some shit like that. Like, we've never made a website. We've never like spoken to clients before. We've never had to do presentations to them. We've never been taught the terminology that we should use. We've never been taught all the ins and out of it. We've never been taught like the psychological paths we should take, or the different research things that we've been doing. We've never been taught any of it, right? From the core to now, we've never been taught any of it. We have been taught how to use Photoshop and Illustrator to create things. That is it. To create already established pieces of media in our own style, which is all well and good. I'm so glad that I know Photoshop and Illustrator now, but I'm not using either of them for this project. We're not using Photoshop or Illustrator. We're using a whole nother thing that we've never learnt before. So this is an entirely new thing. I've never made a website. I've never made a booking page. I've never even been to a fancy Italian restaurant. I've been to London like 3 times in my life, and now I'm having to sit here researching Italy day in, day out, and researching London, and researching restaurants, and researching menus, and researching seasonal foods, and researching all of these things that I know nothing about. And that's just step bloody 1. That is step 1. That is just understanding the basics of the brief. This brief is in on 16th of November, okay? The 16th of November, almost less than a month now, and I have done fuck all. I've done nothing. I feel clueless and angry. Hello, Ace, by the way. Welcome on in. Happy Friday. The whole other thing, indeed. What did you tell them? Well, I put it much nicer than I did right now, but if it gets to the point where it gets really hard, then I will say everything I've just said to them, that I've said to you guys to them, because it's stupid. These teachers are crazy, aren't they just? They're a bunch of gooby goobers. Yeah! You're a goofy goober, yeah, fuck them, You're so right. Welcome on in. Happy Friday. But no, basically, so that's what we're doing, right? We're making a restaurant. We're all clueless. Like, to put it so bluntly, we're all clueless. And just for context, not to be up my own ass or anything, I did well in graphic design last year. I got the highest mark that I possibly could have. I'm not I am good at graphic design as a person. Like, I understand it, I can do it well, and I did do it well. This year, I feel absolutely fucking lost. I feel that we've had no guidance. We had 2 weeks before we got this brief, and the 2 weeks that we spent before this brief were spent making a fucking magazine and playing Big Connect 4. Magazines and Big Connect 4, right? What are we doing now? Making an entire restaurant and the theming for it and the branding for it and the website for it in less than a month. What the fuck was wrong with their scheduling? I mean it. What the hell was wrong with their priorities in the first 2 weeks? It was horrendous. I think you should have said that. You worded it well. They haven't taught you the process for what they want you to do. I think I might have to, I think I might have to be the person who speaks out a little bit. I've said it all to my friends. I've said to them, I think this is entirely unreasonable what they're making us do right here. But they've all been, I don't know if it's just cockiness or just like, they haven't noticed how genuinely difficult this is going to be to propel our ideas forward, but everyone seems so chill about it, and I'm losing my fucking mind. I'm sorry, like, we don't know what we're doing. We are all chatting shit right now, and we're all getting it so wrong. You can see my teachers literally actively correcting people on all of their ideas because we're all doing it wrong, and we're just going to continue doing it wrong until we present to the actual agency next Friday with no work, all of it being wrong, spent prioritizing just the wrong things. It's horrendous. I'm really annoyed at my college right now because I think what we're doing is absolutely horrendous. I don't think it's working. So I'm having a great time. I had a really nice day at college today, if you couldn't tell. I'm not like really angry at all or anything. I feel really happy and confident. But basically, they showed us someone else's blog. So for my college, right, we have to present all of our work on a blog. It's basically just pictures, text. It's nothing fancy. It's just a website to show all of our work. It's like an elaborate portfolio. But for the past years in graphic design, they've used the same method, so past students have got blogs too, and you can still access them because they are just websites, that's it, and they stay live and all of that shit, like it's easy. So they have access to all of the past students' blogs. Now the design agency that we are working with this year have worked with my college before with making a brand for a pet food company, although that is different to our brief. It is the exact same protocol. They've gone through 3 different routes, they've made mind maps, they've made mood boards, and they've done it all, and they only showed us these people's work today. I've been doing this project for maybe 3 to 2 weeks now, something like that. A long time considering how far along we should be in this already, and they've only just shown us what they wanted us to do today, right? They've shown us the most helpful thing that they've ever shown us today, a week before we should have it finished, which basically undid, I don't know, like so much of what we've just done, because what they're showing us we should have, none of us are anywhere near it. I'm angry about this because they are just absolutely taking back 2 weeks of work. Thanks so much, and EP Mooney for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome on in. Happy Friday. You should definitely say something. Your fellow students are probably afraid to say anything. Probably, man. They probably are. I'm passionate about this. If it gets to the point where I feel like I'm losing my mind, I will tell them. Higher education institutions should realize that self-directed learning should only come after some initial direction that has been given by the tutors. Otherwise, they're just expecting students to do their jobs as educators. Exactly. This is what I'm saying. Hello. Hi. Happy Friday. I'm going on a little bit of a rant right now. I'm spiraling a little bit, but I need to just get it out because this is really bothering me. But no, so they showed us this blog, right? They showed us exactly how we should be laying our work out so that it's clear and concise, and exactly what research we should have, and exactly the way that it needs to end up by the end of next week, right? And I looked at them, and I listened to the presentation, and I was like, okay, this is a lot more work than any of us have right now, and none of us will finish by next week, considering that we're spending 4 hours on one task each day, right? So I sat there and I listened to the presentation, and then everyone got back on with their work, and I turned around to my teacher and I went, okay, so we have to have this by next week. And he went, yeah, you have to have all of this by next week. I was like, okay, right. And he was like, are you worried? I was like, well, yeah, I am worried because I'm nowhere near this, and I don't feel like I'm anywhere near this, and I feel like everything that we've been doing right now has just made me severely unconfident about like all of the things that I have just done, because it doesn't make sense to what we're being expected to do. It feels like a really shitty route to take. Good evening, Sugar, and hello chat, how are you? I'm very good. I'm going on a rant though. Welcome on in. Happy Friday, Alex. I'm doing very well though. Thank you for asking. But no, so we looked at the presentation, and I said to my teacher, I said this, it was quite blunt of me, but it was deserved. I said to both of my teachers, I went, this is the most helpful thing you've shown us in the past 2 weeks. This is the most helpful thing out of this entire project that we have done so far. That singular blog that another student has made was the most helpful thing you could have shown any of us. And I said that to them. I went, literally everything else was all well and good telling us verbally, and all well and good expecting us to know things and showing us 15-minute long TED Talks about brands and showing us presentations and things like that. That is all well and good. But if we truly do not know what we are working towards, none of us will get to the expectations that they are holding, because none of us know what's going on. Like, not a single one of those people in that room have ever made a restaurant or a branding or anything to do with that, or a website. Not a single person in that room has ever done any of those things, right? And they are just expecting us, fucking out of the blue, to have 3 logo designs by next week, when it used to take us 2 months to do that. It is fucking ridiculous. Like, to put it so bluntly, it is absolutely ridiculous. Everything that I learned last year has now unraveled into simplicity, which is not what we were taught last year. We were taught last year to do so much research, to do so much preparation for things, to do things in such an order that now we have to entirely ignore this year because we're doing entirely different things. Even last year was pointless to this year. It doesn't make any sense. Nothing that I'm doing right now in college is making any sense, and yet we're going in for 4 hours a day. I spent 4 hours yesterday, right? I went in yesterday from 12:30 to 5:15, okay? I spent 4 hours yesterday sitting and thinking about why my restaurant exists. Thinking about why my restaurant exists. Now, this may sound like a bad problem. That is all well and good. It's good to know why my restaurant exists. It's good to know the why, okay? We watched like a 25-minute long TED Talk video about why instead of what, and that you'll attract customers in by saying why you're doing something instead of what, right? Good. However, we hadn't thought about why our restaurants existed until 2 weeks in the project, where at this point, we'd already thought really in depth about what we want our restaurants to be, but we never got into the core of our restaurants. So when I started actually thinking about my restaurants, none of them made any sense because they hadn't even approached this idea. We thought of names of our restaurant, names and aesthetics and everything about our restaurants, location, all of these things before we thought about why the restaurant existed, because none of us knew to do that, because shockingly, all of the 17-year-olds in that room have never made a brand before. Never, shockingly. It's incredible that I've never made a brand before in my life of singular year of graphic design that I've done. Isn't that so insane that I've never done that before? That's crazy. It's absolutely ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. I'm angry and I'm annoyed at it. I'm angry and I'm annoyed. Sugar, which organization assesses the performance of your college? Say to your tutors, I just want to keep the assessors happy so this college continues to get good funding. So tell me exactly where I need to... It's tempting. I need to just get them to literally point it out in bullet points for me. Otherwise, I'm clueless. Like, because I've never made a brand before, shockingly. The closest thing that I've done to making a brand before is making a logo for a game development company that wasn't real, had no purpose to it, and the deepest we had to think about it was what genre of game they make. That is it, right? And now we're thinking of restaurants. We're thinking whether they're seasonal, which wine, if it's going to be based around wine or seafood or, you know, culinary things, or if you want it to be experience based on music, based on art. We have to think about so many things so in depth that we are all clueless about. And again, this is the first step. Understanding the fundamentals of a restaurant brand, an actual restaurant brand, is the first step of this project, which is just insane to me, because that doesn't even touch the surface of making a website for it yet. That is the hard part, and they've not taught us fuck all about it. All I've done to understand restaurants is make a Michelin star mood board and then fucking had to do the rest of the research by myself. Everyone is clueless. No one knows what's going on. No one does. It's really hard, and everyone's so confused. Me and my friend left the lesson today and was like, well, all of my passion for this project's been fucking stripped away. I was like, yep, same. I don't even want to do this anymore. I hate everything. Like, this has been the most awful 2 days of college that I have had because I've just become so unsure what they actually want for us to do in the past 2 days that I feel no passion and no drive for this project anymore. I feel entirely lost, which is not where you want to be when in a week you have to present it to the actual design agency, who are an actual design agency. Real graphic designers with computer sciences and all of these things locked inside of it. Real actual design agencies, right? In a week we have to present to, and all of us feel fucking clueless. And it's just awful to watch. I really am hating college right now, if I'm gonna put it so lightly. My restaurant exists because it would like to provide food and service in exchange for customers' money. That's such a good one. I should just say that at this point. The fact is, as a student, you're the coursework of your tutors in the eyes of their assessors. If the whole class is lagging behind with no idea what to do, your college are failing at their work, which is so true, but so annoying that it's only really like presenting itself now when this is the most important project we've ever done the entire 2 years. It's really hard to word how genuinely frustrated I am about this, but it's so annoying to not be able to get my point across well enough. When I said that this was the most helpful thing that they've ever showed us, they did not understand why. They didn't understand why them laying it out in a visual way was really helpful for me. They just thought that the fucking TED Talks and the random mind maps that I've been doing for the past 2 weeks were really helpful. They weren't. They weren't really helpful. They meant nothing to me. This task that we've been doing today, this task that I was set to do and had to do today of drawing, just copying out fucking fonts from the internet, right? That's all this is. There's no unique design in this. It's just copying out fonts from the internet, okay, that we had to do. It's not even designs that we are going to use, right? It's not designs that we're going to use. It's not fonts that we're necessarily going to use. If we really wanted to make this beneficial, we would have just done it digitally, right? Because having a load of fonts drawn out on a piece of paper is fucking useless. It's absolutely useless. In no way is this any more helpful than just fucking having it on a screen, okay? In no way is drawing out by hand 15 different fonts for each restaurant more helpful than just typing them out on a screen, downloading the font, typing it out on a screen and going, I like that font, I'm gonna fuck around with it and I'm gonna make a logo out of it and I'm gonna experiment with it digitally because that's where the design will be. It's all good to sketch things out. It's not good to sketch things out when they mean nothing. It's really cool to, when you're making a logo, sketch things out in an experimental way, an experiment with shapes and color, an experiment with like designs. All we are doing is replicating the font, and that is what we were asked to do because he said make it clean first and then experiment later, which again, all well and good, but the cleanliness of it can come on the screen, and then the experimentation part, oh my god, it's actually anger-inducing, the fact that I spent so long today doing something that was so irrelevant, and then at the end of the lesson they told us what we were actually supposed to be doing, and that was nowhere near helpful. That was nowhere near helpful. It was just a big time waster. It's ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. Can you complain to like the head of the department? It's tempting, it is. It's tempting, you know. I'll go to my teachers first. I'll go to my teachers first. You're describing your frustration quite well. I can feel every bit of it. Thank you. Thank you. I'm proud of myself here. I haven't even stuttered very much. I'm that angry. I'm not stuttering. My thoughts are probably the most like quick. They're so quick right now just because of how angry I am. Thank you so much. Chemly developer for the follow. I appreciate it. Want to fight them? Let me at them. Are you looking for advice and ideas, or are you just wanting to feel heard right now? Either or. However you want to interpret this. Honestly, I really don't need solutions. I think the easiest solution for me to do is pretty much just fucking ignore my teachers, which is a terrible thing to have to do, but is probably the most beneficial route for me. I think I understand what they're asking us to do. I think the actual tasks that they're asking us to do are absolutely helpless, right? And I understand that they have done graphic design before and that they have taught graphic design before, but I don't think that they've taught it. I don't think that this works for everyone. I don't think that it works for half of our class, and it's just silly, and it's angry. On a good note, I noticed that you're past your follower goal. Yeah, and I haven't updated it. It's really easy to do. I just have not done it. Shall I fix it now? I'll fix it now. I'll be a good streamer. Should I fix it now? What number should I put it at? Oh shit, I can put it much higher than it actually is. I don't really pay attention to the follower goal. Thanks guys! Appreciate it! Thank you! But no, I'm angry about my college work. I'm angry about both of my teachers because I truly do not think they will understand why I'm so angry about this. My teacher was like, oh, just chill out, sugar. You feeling stressed? You feeling worried? Like, oh man, you'll be fine. This is easy. What are you doing on Monday? Oh, well, you can do your work instead of your other plans because you got to be putting all of your hours into this restaurant design instead of doing beneficial things in the hours of college like we should be doing, where we have guidance and help. And the teachers aren't fucking useless. It should be helpful to go into college for 4 hours a day. It should be helpful. I should not leave college feeling more confused than I went in. I should not be doing that. It's so silly. I was really struggling with the task yesterday and I was having no help and I just felt so lost and so confused and I had no clue, and then I ended up doing it entirely wrong, okay? He taught me it 2 times and I did it entirely wrong because I was still so confused on that because I don't understand why my restaurant would exist. I just don't understand, because that as a concept is really confusing. Why does your restaurant exist, right? If someone asks you that, oh, why does this restaurant exist? You'd probably go into like a fair amount of detail, wouldn't you? Or you'd think really boring. You'd think, oh, so people can get food and they can eat it and they're not hungry anymore. Also, so people can go here with their family and have a nice time. You'd think logically, right? No. I was having to say shit like, oh, so everyone can get a taste of architecture in their mouths and writhe and explosions of flavor and shit like that, which is not... That doesn't make sense in my brain, because that's not why the restaurant would exist, because the restaurant would exist to feed people. And I guess, sure, that is part of it, but just in a logical sense, that's not... It didn't make sense to me. I didn't understand it, and watching a TED Talk on it didn't make sense for me. It didn't make sense, because I've never made a brand before. And although this man was talking very smart about TED Talks, he knows what he's talking about. I don't have a fucking clue what I'm listening to. I don't have a clue what I'm listening to, because I don't get it. Remember that they're not expecting you to fully figure out, create, or open a successful business, but demonstrate certain design skills and processes, and bullshit the rest. That is fair. As long as it looks good, and as long as I prove that I can develop my ideas, then so fucking be it. So fucking be it. Worst case scenario, you do the majority of it the night before the hand-in, then life goes on as usual. Thankfully, graphic design will always be one of the fields where the quality of your work itself outweighs all this bullshit like grades and qualifications. That is very true. You guys are being reasonable at this, and I appreciate it. Or even to get a taste of Italian culture would make more sense. It would, but they expect us to be so... It's expected to be a one-sentence thing that encapsulates the entire reason of why your restaurant exists. And when I say one sentence, I mean like 10 words maybe, or something like that. You cannot go longer than 10 words to describe the whole purpose of your restaurant. I found this near impossible to do. It was awful. It was really difficult. It was really, really hard. I was not having fun with it. I found it really difficult. And I came out of that lesson genuinely doubting everything I'd done before. And I came home and I changed so much to my work. And I did so much research based around it. And I still feel confused. So... yippee! Woo! So excited! Hello, Stancha. Welcome on in. Happy Friday. But yeah, so my college has taken a severe turn. It really has. I don't know how everyone else is feeling about this. I don't know if they're on the same page as me. I know at least one of my friends absolutely fucking hates the project right now and just does not want to do this anymore. And I'm kind of on that same level of them. If I'm just so sick of this project already because I genuinely feel so misguided by every single task that we've ever been given so far. Like, it's really hard to stay motivated on something when you've just been doing it entirely wrong. It's really hard because now I'm gonna have to redo some things to make them make more sense in the pathway that they expect us to take. It's fine. I'll get it done. It's just going to be very long, which is why I was maybe going to go shorter today, because I'm having a breakdown. Have you tried explaining it to a duck? I might have to. I'll get Will. He's got one. I'll get his. I'll borrow it. It's probably hard enough, but it can hear more. It can hear more. This is why I'm glad that you guys are here. Otherwise, this would have all stayed in my brain, and I think I would have fucking cried. You guys are logical, and I appreciate that. To explore the chemical composition of egg. Yeah, it's a 3 Michelin star egg restaurant. Oh, yum. Hello, Vish. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. But yeah, college, bit sucky right now, and everyone around me is feeling very demotivated and struggling, and sitting in a class of like, my class is small, right? My class has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 people in it, right? They've not got that many people to manage, and I think at least over half of us have no clue what's going on. Like, really, truly, honestly, are just chatting shit. Like, are just absolutely waffling about every single thing that we've done so far, and we're all doing it wrong. So, I'm blaming the teachers, because this is something that we should be learning, and we should know how to make a brand, and we shouldn't have to do all of the side research by ourselves, because even with the side research, what if we research it and interpret it wrong because we've never done it before? We should be shown the core of what we are doing before we are expected to do it ourselves. It's just my opinion, and that is not what's happening right now. So everyone's a little bit lost. It feels like we've all very much so just taken a dark turn within the first term back at college. So it's great. The duck won't understand, but we'll still be cute and quack and shit and shit all over everything you own. That's so good. That's so good. I'll get a duck then. Counting the sugar, and I did it successfully, I think. But no, it just feels silly. They did another task where they expected us to like research brands that have like created like logos and branding and things like that, but they didn't show us how to research it. They just went, okay guys, analyze this, and then they never mentioned it again, and then got annoyed when none of us understood what we were doing, and then we messaged them saying that we didn't understand what we were doing, and they didn't reply to our message. So yeah, I know. It's really good. It's really amazing. They're so good. They're such good teachers, because they say, oh, guys, when you don't understand something, message me. And then neither of them respond to our messages. Just ever. They just leave us on scene, which we can actively see that they've left us on scene. And all they need to do is just briefly explain it, and we'll communicate it to the rest of us. You know, it's really frustrating, just the fact that even when we do try and understand something, it just immediately goes in one ear and out the other, and we're back at the same place that we were before, having to guess the entire graphic design course, and then still be expected to do really well in it, and not sit there really struggling in the lesson. It's really hard. It's not easy, and it's really annoying. Are you real? Because Angel's not real. Yeah. Whoa. Boo, 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 boo. Think I'm real, man. Think I'm real. That was smooth. That was kinda smooth. Not really. That wasn't very smooth. But welcome on in. Happy Friday. But yeah, so anyway, college is really good right now, guys. I would love to say that I've done anything else with my life, but I really haven't. Unfortunately, most training is along the lines of give the students an impossibly stupid brief and see if they manage to present something that can convince people that the brief has been met, as the ultimate preparation for work briefs in the real world. That's so true, and I do appreciate that. However, that's so flawed. It's so flawed. That is just unbelievably flawed. I would entirely understand if by the second, like, proper agency project that we had, they left us to our own independency a little bit more, because at that point, we would have understood what was expected from us, and we would have had experience doing it. This is the first time we've ever done anything like this, and we are going in entirely blind, and I still feel blind 3 weeks into the project with 1 week left until I present it. You know what I mean? That isn't how it should be. Those 2 weeks should have been utilized, making it so we know we're literally halfway through the project and none of us know what's going on. It's bad, and it's really bad, and it's really annoying, and it's just getting overwhelming as hell. Do you work at McDonald's? Because you looking, what? That's not a real word though, is it? Like, you know what I mean? That doesn't really work. I'm gonna save this one. Please don't. I couldn't even read the last bit of it, and you know what I mean. That's just awful. It's horrifying. Try again. Message them more. Also, keep screenshots of messages you've sent that they've been read and you had no reply. But we do call them out on it, and apparently they were in London, so they couldn't reply. Okay, that's okay. That's really good. Don't worry about it then. Fuck me then, I guess. You know what I mean? How did you get to London? Was it perhaps, I don't know, on a really long public transport thing where you probably, I don't know, you had your phone on you or something, which you, I don't know, just throwing punches out there that you could have replied to us on? It's really crazy that you just didn't manage the entire time that you were probably, you know, sat around in London, didn't even. It's okay. I don't mind. No, it's absolutely fine. It's all good. Don't say that. Yaka! Ah, God! No, never. You're Australian? 'Cause you got all of my qualifications. See, I like that one more because it didn't really feel as much as a pickup line, more of just a pun. I appreciate that one. Decided to bless this stream with my presence. Oh, it's like an angel. It's like an angel. Wow, this is so emotional. Honestly, I might start crying. Welcome on in. Happy Friday to both of you. I was complaining about my college work. Are you an alien? Because you abducted my heart. Whoa. These are getting better and better. Every single one of them. Jeez. Oh, swooning. Absolutely swooning. Oh, wow. It's just so romantic. Yeah, they're incredible. Honestly, use them on someone else, they'll be fucking smitten by the second one. Romantic? Oh, very. Yeah. It's like a candlelit dinner. It's so great. Do you think humans can breathe in space and government is lying to us so we won't run away since they live off our taxes? If they are, honestly, good to them. You know what I mean? They've lied that much that we all believe that shit, then good to them. They've, like, faked all that shit on the moon where they're all bobbing around and stuff. Yeah, that's sick, you know what I mean? Then so be it. If that's some big, wide conspiracy theory, then fuck them, you know what I mean? Good for you. Good for you. Thank you so much, Daniel, for the follow. I appreciate it. There's this basic principle behind the flat earth theories. Oh, God. How are you not dead? Oh, the heart's gone, isn't it? Hello, Eternal Breeze. Welcome on in. Happy Monday. Have you ever thought about shaving your head bald? Would it upset you that if I said yes? When I was very young, I had a weird phase where I really wanted to shave all my hair off. Fortunately, I didn't do that. I think I would look like a dumbass if I did that. I don't really think I'd suit being bald. And then I would have had to go through the really awkward growth stages. And that would have been just genuinely horrific. So I have, but I didn't because I was wise and knowledgeable and not a dumbass, really. Not a dumbass. Your name is Sugar, like the song of Maroon 5, Sugar? It is. Yeah, it is. Unfortunately so. You want to know something else that happened in college today? Well, there's this new person, right? The new person is the only person in college who has made jokes about my name. For context, my name's Sugar, like the hit song, you sweet, I've heard all of them, okay? There's a tier list, I can pan to it if it carries on. But no, I've heard all the jokes in the world. For the whole first year of college, did not get a singular joke made about my name. Not a singular joke on my name, not a singular one, right? I was so proud of myself because no one made a joke about my name. Thank you so much for the follow, I appreciate it. On the basis of your responses, I've judged your personality and decided you're a good person. Oh, you're wrong. I hate chat and I hate everything. It's a trick. Welcome in, Jax. Happy Friday. Are you sweet like your name? No, I hate all of you. Where's this on the list? It'll be here somewhere. Where is it? Is it not on here? A sweet joke's not on here? Well, shit. Oh, here they are. I found them. Yeah, fuck you. It's on here somewhere. It's here. It is here. It is here. I've heard all of them. I've heard all of the name jokes. What's your name? Sugar. You can tell, yeah. But no, I never got... You've messed this tier list up so much. No, I haven't. It's completely fine. It's really normal. It's really not. Just don't look at it, okay? You the terms and conditions, because whatever you say, I agree. Oh, yeah, that's okay. I like how that tier list doesn't really have any context. I could explain every single thing on here. Macapaka, obvious. This was someone's dead hamster. I'm at the top. No shit. Well, the locations don't. I could explain to you what all of the things are. Iterations of the word sugar, I think was just me being annoyed because... people will use like honey and salt and shit like that. Kiwis and peaches and olives and mangoes and pumpkins and all of those shit. I was just rating the fruits. Corgi joke? I don't remember that one anymore. I don't remember what that means. This one's another just joke thing. The sweet jokes are obvious. This is just Will's name but upside down, who we turned into an alter ego. Sexual's just there. This should be up here probably, but it isn't. Jess is down there. 8Ball's down there. Maybe it doesn't make any sense actually. Maybe it doesn't make any sense. So a tier list of names and fruits and words and yeah. And also Jess and Will also. And Macapaka and 8Ball also. It's just kind of a tier list of everything. I think it works pretty well for my streams. But anyway, my name is Daniel, but you can call me tonight. No. But no, I did not hear a singular joke about my name for the whole first year of college. Now we have a new person, right? We have a singular new person who I just hate. No, I don't hate them really. I don't mean it really, but I do also mean it kind of. As a person, I mean it kind of. But no. They have made so many jokes about my name. It is absolutely really ridiculous. And you know this one of the tier list, you know this one? Yeah, that has become severely prominent in my college life now. I cannot get away from this man's jokes if I tried, okay? Yeah, you see the one I highlighted? You see the ones that's wiggling around right now? Yeah, it was just normal before. It's just the normal jokes before. The songs, the shit. Oh, what? Ha ha ha. No, it's taken a severe turn. I got called sugar tits the other day and I had to sit and just bear it. Yeah, it's taken a rough turn for me in college. Last year, silly. This year, what the fuck is going on? What in the hell kind of swap has happened? Yeah, I know. And I had to sit there and grin and bear it because, my name's Sugar. This is why this is on the tier list. This is why it's on the tier list. I mean it. It's awful. I hate it. It's terrible. I had to sit there and just go, what? Huh? Sorry? Where did that come from, man? Like, you went from just singing the Maroon 5 song to me to this, to that. Took a swift turn. Thank you so much, James McDude, for the follow. I appreciate it. I definitely didn't have to and probably shouldn't. No, it's strange. They're a strange person, okay? And I've had to sit next to them for the past 2 days because my friend moved next to the other friend so they could work together. And I've had to sit next to him for the past 2 days. And it's been awful. I've hated every second of it. I mean it. He's funny and he's, it's okay. But at the same time, what the hell? Okay, leave me alone. I lived such a peaceful first year in college and it has just taken a turn. Sugar is made up of glucose and fructose linked together. Do you want to know what one of my nicknames was in secondary school? It was Glucose. I've heard all of them. Hello, Celestial Gracie. Welcome on in. Happy Friday. Soon as we know that name and crowdsource insults, we should, honestly. I would call them out, but it feels wrong to. We must crowdsource. Right, I see. I mean, that's so fair. I mean, it's not like I don't be really mean to them anyway, just as a general thing. They absolutely deserve it, right? They absolutely deserve my meanness. They're not as a person. At least it wasn't a condiment. Fair enough. Absolutely. You know what? I would prefer that. Well, no, they sat today and they listened to the whole of Maroon 5 out loud, the song, and then the whole of Sugar, but that song out loud, the entire thing, both of them. They've just made countless jokes. I've had sugar honey iced tea, which is just doesn't make sense, but it's really funny because it spells the word shit. I heard that one so many times. It's absolutely ridiculous. I've had all of the weird and appropriate ones. You can just imagine, just imagine them, okay? Like, you can take your mind and run with it, and I've probably heard worse in the past 2 days, right? Just think about the things. Elaborate on that, and now you've hit the nail on the head. You've hit the nail on the head with the shit that I've heard, okay? Give sugar tits as the level. Just think above that level, right? Yeah. It's been an interesting past 2 days. How are you? I'm very good. Thank you for asking. I'm in a bit of a ranty mood today, but it's reasonable. How are you though, my friend? How are you? Have you tried unamused blunt sarcasm? That's usually my reaction. I usually sit there deadpan and go, oh, wow, that's a good one. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Good for you. Yep. Okay. Like, I just usually sit there really like, okay, I don't really, you're funny when you make good jokes, but this is just odd. This is just weird, okay? I can appreciate the odd, like, the odd fun, like, inappropriate humor sometimes, right? Most of the quotes on this channel are inappropriate as hell. I can appreciate it sometimes when it's not directly aimed at somebody. Then it becomes weird as fuck. Above. Yeah. I mean, just think of the words that are linked connotationally to the word sugar, and you've hit the nail on the head with most of your thoughts already. Maybe it'll make you a better person or bitter. Good one! I hate you. Good one. How did you think of all these shit references I've never heard before? That's so crazy. Wow, you're so inventive and cool. You should feel so proud of yourself. I mean, just as a whole, they only make inappropriate jokes. They just seem like a very much so that is their entire humor centered as a person. I think as a whole, me and him are very different people, okay? Very, 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 very different. Just entirely. I don't think there is a singular link in our personalities that can be taken, apart from maybe No, there's like nothing. There truly is nothing. If you looked at us together, there would be absolutely nothing in common. Like, just zero. I think we've had one genuine chat about Minecraft, which was nice. And even so, lasted probably 10 minutes before it got taken a deep turn. Like, there were some funny moments, but the funny moments are seriously outweighed by the moments where I'm sat there having to react to just some of the weirdest shit I've ever heard ever. It's quite worrying. So that's been my past 2 days at college, along with genuinely just being unbelievably stressed about my work. I've had to deal with all that shit too. So it's just gotten, really. I don't even have any other words to this. It's just gotten over the past 2 days, and I just have nothing to say about it anymore. You know, I just have nothing. If it comes down to it, could you take him in a fight if you only had a staple gun? In all honesty, probably not, no. Probably not, no. I don't think I'm a very strong person, even with a staple gun. I don't think I know how staple guns work. Don't you have to, like, actively staple someone? Surely that wouldn't hurt that much, you know what I mean? Surely a staple gun is not a very good weapon. Can you fire staples at people, or do you have to staple them? I don't know how staple guns work, so probably not, no. Chin chin, everyone. It's too much, drop out, it's tempting. No, I do like graphic design. I do really enjoy graphic design, and as I said before, I am very good at graphic design. It's just, this year in college is just so, it's just so much, okay? Sugar being stapled is probably non-lethal though. I mean, yeah, it just hurts a bit, doesn't it? It's probably not a very fun concept, but it probably just hurts a bit. Sugar hasn't got the grip strength to fire a staple gun. You can fire the staples, they don't really make much an impact. Fire them at the eyes. Boo, 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 boo. Fire them straight at the eyes. Straight at the eyes. This is the first time I've seen you stress about something, and I like that you direct your outrage towards the authority figures. That's a respectability. It's a respectably spirited attitude. Never give up. Take them down. Yeah. Fuck 'em, man. This is their fault, not mine. It's not mine at all. I definitely shouldn't be doing my college work right now. Anyway, on a lighter note, I've decided to make my entire college class presents for Halloween because I am blocking out the fact that I'm very stressed about college work right now, and I'm replacing it with fun things that I like to do instead. And since Halloween is just around the corner, I've decided that is what I'm going to focus all of my time and attention on instead of actually doing the work. So I started making ghosts before the stream. I'll show you. I mean, it's still in process. It's just a tiny little lump at this point. I've just made a lump, but I'm gonna make them all little ghosts, and my plan is, I don't know if any of them will really appreciate this that much, and whether the one who called me Sugar Tits gets one or not is up to, I guess, me in the future, but I'll decide on that. We'll see if any more heinous things are said, and then I'll decide whether or not they deserve a ghost, because right now, it's debatable. But I'm going to make them all little friendly ghosts, and I was going to give them all little different costumes, and I'm very excited about it. No, I'm not pretending like my college work isn't real and absolutely having a new coping mechanism to deal with it. No, this is not the first crochet project I've done in very long, and is the only thing that is, I'm going to do this instead. I'm going to pretend like college isn't real and that I don't have to present to an actual design agency next week by making a lot of silly little ghosts. So that's the new development. And this only started today. So that development purely hangs over the fact that I'm very stressed right now. Have you seen the Minecraft mob vote? Armadillo, crab, and something else, right? I don't remember. What was the other one? I heard someone say that it might be seagull. I've heard someone say that it might be penguin. Oh, penguin's fun. It's a bird. I was right on the bird. I won, I don't really know. I know that armadillo gives pet armor. Crabs gives you longer reach. If I was going to be spiteful, I would say crabs. But if I was going to be actual, what do penguins do? Do penguins have any purpose? So you had a great couple of days. Yeah, that's great. Thank you so much. How have you guys' days been? I've been having a lovely time. Hi, I'm late. I had tacos. Ooh, awesome. You're late also had tacos? Oh, well, hey, welcome on in. Hi, Rover. Happy Friday. Penguin, make boat travels faster. That is quite helpful, actually. That is quite helpful because boat rides are really slow. But at the same time, I quite appreciate the fact of giving your pets armor. But at the same time, I don't think I've ever had a dog die in Minecraft. Like, the only time I've ever had a dog die in Minecraft is when I've been really inconsiderate with it. You know what I mean? I think most of the time my dog stays pretty safe. So I don't really know armadillos are cute though. I quite like armadillos just because they're little silly guys. You know what I mean? They're little silly guys and they roll up into a ball. They're nice. They're little cute. They're little sweet. They're sugar ones. Crabs? Yes, all of them. I was doing this a bunch in college yesterday. It was just my hand. I couldn't stop myself. It was one of those things. I started being a Lego man. I was just sitting there being a Lego man, and then I devolved and I became a crab. I don't really know where this came from. I also had one specific snippet from the Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared 6th episode in my head the entire day. Rocket ships can go to space. A rocket ship can go to the moon. That is it. I had that stuck in my head all fucking day. It was horrendous. I didn't remember the part before it. I just remembered a rocket ship can go to space. Rocket ship can go to the moon. It's some really obscure thing that was in my head the whole day. It was awful. I accidentally dropped it into the void. I've missed that bit there. I'm currently eating my favorite meal. What? I'm currently eating my favorite meal. I call it chicken meal. What's in the chicken meal? Hello, Creepy 8, by the way. Happy Friday. It's hard, I know, but it's time we part ways. Oh, we part ways? No. I'll be back soon. I'll cry the whole time. I shall cherish the memories we made today until eternity. Farewell. But it's so sad, so sad. You'd vote crab? That is so fair. Wonder if deep fried armadillos taste good? I wonder if they taste good not deep fried is my main question. What do you reckon they taste like? I just kind of assume all animals would taste like chicken. That's kind of my general very bad assumption. I would just assume it tastes like chicken. And that's probably wrong, but that would be my assumption. I love Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. So do I. It is so cool. It is so cool. But yeah, rocket ship can go to space. A rocket ship can go to the moon has been stuck in my head for way too long. And I was singing it yesterday and I couldn't explain to anyone why that only specific bit was stuck in my head. It was awful. Deep fried chicken with a crunchy shell. Oh, yum. Armadillos taste like road, I reckon. What does road taste like, though? You can't be throwing in just verbs and just go, yeah, that's what it would taste like, I think. I think that one would taste like a light bulb right there. That doesn't help, does it? I haven't eaten road before. Like gravel? I also have not eaten gravel before. I'm really sorry about this. I don't know how, if you're an avid gravel eater. I've never really felt peckish for gravel before. And there's not really been many times, or if any times in my life, where I put lots of gravel in my mouth. That's kind of something that I've avoided. I could agree with, like, sand. I've put sand in my mouth before, whether it be intentionally or unintentionally. Sand has been in my mouth. Rocks is one of those things that has not been in my mouth. Not gravelly rocks, anyway. Maybe, like, smooth. Gravelly rocks, not my taste. Not my type. I don't think I've ever had road before. I hate to break it to you. I can imagine the smell of it. I was having a conversation yesterday, which is one of my favorite fun things to flow into conversation. I don't really particularly know where it came from, but it's one of my favorite things. Whatever you look at ever in the world, you could imagine what it would feel like to lick it. And that's what I threw into conversation yesterday out of fuck all nowhere, because I genuinely don't remember the context for why I said that. But I said that and everyone ended up hating me for it. But it's true, okay? It is true. If you look at any of the things right now and you go, it looks like I can lick that and I'd know exactly what it would feel like to lick it. Yeah, so, have that fun thought. You can kind of imagine? I can kind of imagine, yeah, I can imagine. Its flesh is rich and porky. It tastes more like possum than any other game. Okay, but what does possum taste like? You know what I mean? What does possum taste like? That doesn't make sense. Chicken meal is chicken thighs coated in various spices like turmeric, paprika, garlic, then sizzles up and placed in a big oven dish of cubed sweet chopped carrots, leeks, then slow cooked, then served on a bed of fresh basmati. That sounds delicious. Chicken meal. Chicken meal. Sounds delicious. It really does. It sounds absolutely. Mwah. Chef's kiss. That sounds lovely. Me bad? No, well, it's not my fault. You legit just prove your rant against me wrong. Yeah, I did, but it was a spiteful thing. It was intentional, really. But yeah, anything you look, you know what it would feel like to lick it. My friends did not like me very much for this, but at the same time, that's not my fault, okay? Yes, this was immediately made inappropriate, and that is not my fault, okay? I was doing this entirely innocent, and then it got immediately ruined, and I hated everyone about it. I hated absolutely everyone. I was just having a fun conversation, like going, what would happen if you licked the floor? What would happen if you licked those blinds over there? What would happen if you licked the ceiling? And then it got immediately turned fucking inappropriate within seconds, and I hated everything, so I went back to ignoring them all and being a crab instead, because I was sick of that conversation. I was having such a nice time, and then it went wham wham, and I hated it. Does it have soy sauce? Or are you asking more about the chicken meal? I appreciate the fact that you're just calling it chicken meal. Sounds very ominous. My picture of a chicken meal is just bland chicken. That's basically what I have for dinner today. My dinner today, broccoli, mashed potatoes, and chicken meal. That's my own version of chicken meal. No spices, not even salt. This is my favorite chicken meal. That's my favorite. Hello, welcome on in. Happy Friday. None of the above. It has its own delicious liquid in it already. I forgot to mention the vegetables are all cooked in a nice vegetable stock. It's hyper flavorful chicken meal. We're on like opposite ends of the spectrum here, Strim, because as I said, I literally had chicken with no salt on it today. And I lapped that shit up. It was fucking delicious. You have the blandest chicken? Yes, I do. But you should know this already, okay? Like, you should know this already because that's every single one of my meals ever. You'd never believe what I had for lunch. You'd never bloody believe it if I told you. You'd go, what? Sugar, that is insane. You had that for lunch? You've never had that? Yeah, it was a wrap. Yeah, it was a wrap, yeah. But, like, can you slander me for it? It's the easiest thing. You love your face? Stop it. No. Chicken to me is a feathered, slightly flightless bird. I know, I don't interpret a chicken like that personally. Cucumber? I had a cucumber for my break lunch thing. For my little snack at break time, I had a cucumber. That's what I do. That's become my routine. I learned that if I put my cucumber in my wrap, it makes my wrap like soggy as fuck. Because obviously cucumbers are really wet. And I wash my cucumber before I eat my before I make my wrap. And when I put it in the wrap, I don't dry it because I'm not drying cucumber before I can be fucked to do that. So the cucumber's still wet. That isn't a problem if I eat it immediately because it doesn't have time to be wet. But if I make it and then I put it in a pot and then I leave it in the fridge and then I take it out and have it in my bag for like 4 hours, the cucumber gets all sad and wet. So I don't put cucumber in my college wraps anymore, but I cut it into little cucumber slices and I eat it during my break. Oh, resourceful. Fucking love cucumber. One of my favorite vegetables. Do you have synesthesia? No, not that I'm aware of. I don't think I do, no. I have certain things with, like, memory that is similar, but as a whole, I do not think I do. My stepmom does, though. You can't see me? No, you've said this before. You're exactly like John Cena. Exactly so. But no, I don't think I have it, but I have some ways in, like, remembering things where I remember things with, like, textures and stuff like that. So when I was learning the entirety of the periodic table just out of nowhere, when I was learning that, there were certain periods in the periodic table which I would remember with textures and I would remember with shapes and things like that. So with I think it was like berkelium, which was number 97. I remembered that because it was it felt like a pointy word, and 7's a pointy number, and that's a pointy one, and I remembered it being pointy, and shit like that. There were a few periods in the periodic table that I remembered because I was able to correlate it with things. Iridium being 77 makes sense in my brain. I think it's 77 anyway, I might be bullshitting here. There are just certain things which I remember in very specific ways, but I don't think it's synesthesia or however you pronounce it. I don't think it's that. I mean, you can taste words, right? No. Cannot taste them, no. When I was a kid, I thought I had a really unique sense of smell. I was bullshitting. You only just started eating cucumber? You've missed out on so much. Try a small cucumber. Those are the shit. They're so good. Do you love 2007? As a year? Just as a concept as a year? Not particularly, no. I was 3 years old. I don't remember any of it. Unless something really good happened in 2007, probably no, probably not. That's a form of, right, synesthesia, sugar. Not all synesthesia is typical color, yes, that word, type. There's a whole bunch of different subtypes in synesthesia involving distant sensitive perceptions. I'm sure it is, but, like, I don't think that applies to everything. I just think I was, like, I don't know. I've never really tried to remember many other things. I don't know. Maybe I do, but it's not, like, big enough that it's like, oh, I think of this and then I think of a color and a shape and stuff like that. I mean, my correlation with even numbers being, like, green and orange and odd numbers being the cool toned colors. But again, I just think that is kind of just how my brain is. I don't really think... I don't know, maybe I haven't looked into it enough. I like cucumber sticks with melted garlic butter poured on it. That is an interesting concept. I thought I liked cucumber and hummus, but then I decided that those two combinations are too wet together. The wetness of cucumber, if you couldn't tell, really fucks me over. And having cucumber dipped into hummus is like a wet on wet combination that I'm not happy with. Carrot and hummus, elite combination, will never be beaten. That's fine because carrots aren't that wet. Cucumber, it's just too wet. it's just too wet and it doesn't have enough structural integrity in that middle bit to be eaten with hummus nicely. If I was going to have cucumber and hummus, I would need to chop the little middle bit out or eat it first because I don't like it being wet. It's too wet. Maybe that's when they were born. Maybe so. It doesn't exist. They just skip over it. Yeah, I think that's how it exists. You love dancing? You love Spider-Man too, I remember that. I had Daisy Hake's gherkins. I do, you're right. How did you know? Oh my god, you guys know me so well. Well, go on in, not a giraffe. Happy Friday. Gherkins are good. I don't like them personally. I think fresh cucumber is not wet. The older it is, the wetter it is. Well, like the inside bit is, isn't it? Like I don't mean like absolutely sopping, you know what I mean? Just in the way that little inside circle, the outside circle of a cucumber, the crunchy bit, that's not wet. That inside circle, that is wet. Like it is wetter than the outside circle. So it is wet enough to bother me. It's wet enough to bother me, okay? And I fucking love hummus. I would dip anything in hummus, but the combination of wet or soft and soft, it just doesn't. I just can't. Texturally, that's like hell for me. I just cannot deal with it. Belfast is cool? Yeah. Is it? I'm unaware. That's good for, yeah, sure it is. But no, cucumber and hummus is not something that I personally enjoy. The cucumber I had today was really fucking sour and it was gross. I don't really know what was wrong with it. I ate it still because I got over it, but it was really sour. Like really, really sour in the middle bit. I don't know if that means it's out of date or some shit like that, but I ate it nonetheless and I feel fine. So fingers crossed. It was like a brand new cucumber, so I saw no flaws in it apart from the fact that it was just a bit more sour. It's a vegetable, right? It's probably filled with deadly pesticides, and I ate all that shit up today and have been for the past like week. So you know, I've got pesticides all in my bones, probably plastic too, so, you know, there's worse things, maybe. I dip chickpeas in hummus. Isn't that just what it's made out of? Yeah, go for it, Matt. That's a really smart combo. It'd be delicious. You know the proper wrong people of the world? Yeah, the people that like olives? Yeah, second that. Olives suck! Hey, olives! I like hummus with olive oil, a bit of paprika on the top, and with some kind of flat bread. That is a fantastic combination. We always have this hummus at my house, which has pesto in it. Pesto and, like, some form of cheese on top. Oh, it is fantastic. It is so good. Bit of bagel, chop up the bagel, scran that. Oh, fantastic. It's a good combo. I love hummus. It's so good. For some reason, I thought Daisy pronounced it hummus. Nope, never said that. Hummus. Never said that. Me and my friends had a falling out about the way that hummus was either said or spelt. I don't know which one it was, but we had a falling out about, genuine falling out about how hummus was said or spelt. I don't know who was right, or if either of us were right, but, you know, secondary school was an interesting time for me. You know, I'm not a very argumentative person either, so I don't really know why this was such a big deal. This was in, like, year 8, so it makes sense. I like flatbreads. It's nice to eat a bread that the God of the Old Testament would approve of. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, love that. This is why Daisy fell out with her school friends. I mean, Google existed then. Yeah, but we found 2 different spellings of it. She spelt it Hummus, right? The way that you guys have been spelling it. You know what's really nice? Hummus and olive oil and sun-dried tomatoes. I do not like sun-dried tomatoes. I don't like tomatoes. Which girl is sexy? What? Okay, all of them collectively. There you go, you're welcome. But no, yeah, I don't really like tomatoes very much. But yeah, I spelt it Houmous, but I don't know if that's right. Should I look up the spelling of hummus? Maybe I was wrong. I'll look it up the way that I would spell it. Yeah, I don't know. It says there are some who spell it my way. Hummus is the most popular of these British English, right? People spell it it's spelled both ways, and yet we still had an argument about it. It's spelled either or, really. It's spelled however you want to spell the word fucking hummus, and yet we still got really annoyed over it. So, I don't know. I remember going into Tesco and taking a picture of the hummus and being like, yeah, look! Tesco said that I'm right, and I trust Tesco. I trust them. So, yeah, I don't know. That was a big thing. Moon-dried tomatoes are where it's at? Oh, yeah. Anti-gravity tomatoes. They're the best ones. Would Old Testament God like flatbread? Do we mean because they didn't use yeast or something? I think that's what it is. Stacey should change her name to... I don't think I should. I don't think I want to. I think I'm okay with my name being my name, actually. I think I have all names in the world. I think I'm okay with this name. My other names that I would have been called as a child, Pixie and Cloud. So thank the fucking lucky stars, everybody, that Sugar got called Sugar and not Cloud. If I came onto stream every single day and I had to go, my name's Cloud, I would never live that shit down. Okay, I would never ever live that shit down. I would have been relentlessly bullied throughout secondary school. I had it a little bit rough in secondary school. Okay, I had it a little bit rough. I had the people going, oh, do you have sugar in your cup of tea? Ah, you must be sweet. Ha 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 ha. You know what I mean? I had all those things. I had all those things. If I was called Cloud, oh my lord, I would have never ever lived a day in secondary school. Pixie the Cloud would be a good name. Pixie the Cloud sounds like a shitty kid's book, and that would be my actual name. You know what I mean? Do your friends ever call you Shug? Yes, they do. Shugs is the more common one. I mean, people in stream call me Shugs now. You guys call me Shugs sometimes, and reasonably so. It is my nickname. But no, Shug is also one of them. Shugs is the preferred one. Shugs is the preferred one. Like the crab, or Sebastian. Sebastian's not a bad name. It was in 1989. Did it exist at the time? I don't think so. I don't know, actually. I have no clue. Would you like to, you would be liked by Final Fantasy fans? Oh, yay. Shugs is preferred. Oh, shit, I've been calling you Dave. No! Never do that ever again. No, I don't care about Shugs. I mean, it's not preferred. It's just, that's what my, like, family calls me if they're gonna shorten my name down. Like, there's nothing else apart from Shugs. That's what my dad calls me. So if you want to join in with something that my dad calls me, then feel free. I don't really give a shit what you guys call me. Sugar, Daisy, anything. You guys feel free. It's a long name to say. What, Sugar? It's really hard, isn't it? It's a big 2-syllable word. It's fucking crazy. Absolutely ridiculous. So difficult. But anyway, yeah, I forget what we were talking about now. Names. I don't know how we got onto this. That would be awesome. People have their kids called Cloud because of Final Fantasy VII. I'm guessing that's not what your parents thought of from it, though. No, I doubt that. Well, I don't know when that game came out. I have no clue. I was born in 2004, so you guys can do the maths then. But no, it wouldn't have been because of that. I think it's just because my mum wanted an interesting name for her daughter, 97. So yeah, it could have been that then, but I doubt that severely that it was. I would have, hang on, I think I'd just call you Daisy. I mean, that would be the obvious thing, but I think that was the boring thing. You know what I mean? I think my mum wanted to just name her first ever daughter something really girly and fun, so Sugar was what it was, and I appreciate that. Although I do think, right, being a person with an unorthodox name, I do think that some of the names have gotten fucking ridiculous, right? I'm all for a good unorthodox name. All of my siblings have unorthodox names. I myself have an unorthodox name, right? However, when you name a kid, you really do have to think that they also have to then grow up. You know what I mean? You really have to think that at some point in their life, there is going to be a 40-year-old woman, or a 40-year-old man, or a 40-year-old person also then called that name. They don't get rid of it unless they change it, which they're most likely probably not going to do. Like, you really do have to think that they also will grow up with that name. I'm going to have to go into job interviews with this name, and, like, all of these things with this name, and all of the serious things. When I die, this name will be on my fucking coffin. Like, this name will live on with me, and it has to be so serious in some situations when it isn't a serious name. Now, my name I don't think is that bad. I think Sugar, once you hear it as a name once, it kind of just becomes a normal word in your brain. I think it's fine. The reason there aren't many girls called that is because Final Fantasy fans often struggle to get laid. Well, your real name is Sugar? Is your brother called Spice? Oh, where's this on the tier list? Sugar, Spice, and everything nice. I'm counting this one. No, they aren't. Your real name is Sugar? It's real? It is! Isn't that so crazy? It is real. That's crazy, isn't it? I do have an Instagram. It's in my socials somewhere. I think if you do !Insta, you should be able to find my Instagram. I have no clue. Some people who have odd names will use their middle name or a preferred name. Well, hate to break it to you guys. My middle name is Daisy, so I've got a bit of a combo there. Although Daisy is way more of an acceptable name, I much prefer Sugar. Like, I really much prefer Sugar. I do not believe your name is Sugar. Well, chat can prove that it is. Some members in chat know, other members will never believe me, and so be it, guys. You don't have to believe me. Honestly, my name isn't Sugar, but it is. But, like, it isn't Sugar, but it isn't. Like, in actuality, it really isn't Sugar, but it is Sugar. So, you know, believe what you want to. Your name is Sugar, sweeter than daisies. Oh, it's nice, isn't it? It's way nicer. My dad has 2 friends. with the name Rory, who both went by their middle names. I think that's fair. I think if you like your middle name, then so be it. I like my middle name, but I much prefer the name Sugar over Daisy. I just think it's way more fun. But yeah, I forget what I was talking about now. I went on a bit of a tangent. Oh yeah, people growing up with silly names. There are a lot of people now who are just naming their kids fun things to be unique, with all of the things like Gary's a name that's never going to be used again, or some shit like that, you know what I mean? Like, all of those things. But like, I just think there are some people who are naming kids just made up words, just bullshit, like just any random geographical term and things like that, just words, right, that mean nothing. And although they are just names, are cute baby names or are cute kid names and are cute maybe teenage names, but then as soon as they get past teenage names and into adult names and job interview names and all of these professional thing names, they're going to become entirely ridiculous, and that person has to live with it for the rest of their life, right? The rest of their life. There are probably some places in jobs that would turn you down because your name doesn't sound serious enough in some, you know what I mean? It's just, you have to think hard about names sometimes. You have to think really, really hard about names. I wish I could start going by my middle name, but I just end up getting ignored by everyone. That is a shame. The concept of baby names is stupid. It is, isn't it? Matt, can you just ban that person now? We tried. You know the one. We really did try. You know, you had a couple streams where you went calm, and now it's just that. Thank you, Matt. I appreciate it. If I had a kid, it'd be named Gwyn, regardless. Gwyn, so be it. 100% fact I didn't make up. Most rappers only became rappers so they could use a stage name because they have terrible names. It's very fair of them. That is so fair of them. Anyway, I've gotten distracted. You guys are talking really fast, and I'm also having to talk fast. Baby name books should just be name books. They should be, shouldn't they? You should stop thinking of it as just naming your kid, and just think about naming a real person who is going to live on their life. You know what I mean? It's just silly. I think it's really silly. Imagine being a kid named Twitter. In a few years, he would have to explain to everyone what his name means. Honestly. So I think it's the most nice name I've never ever heard. That's cool. I have names for children. I'm one of those people who was this like for random ones, but I don't know. I don't know if I even want to have kids. But the concept of naming an actual person really stresses me out. Oh my god, absolutely, I'd rather cry. I like what Australia has done. I think Australia has put restrictions on what you can name your child, and I think that's kind of fair, you know what I mean? I think it is very fair. I think, although creativity is a really awesome thing, and being creative in baby names is a really awesome thing, there is a level of creativity where it just becomes absolutely fucking ridiculous, and you just have to sit there and this kid, like, I don't think my name is that bad, but the shit that I have heard in my life, as an 18-year-old, right, I haven't even gotten into the age where I have to go out frequently and tell people my names and things like that. And I've already heard some weird ass shit, right? I've already had some strange stuff in my time, and I'm only 18. You'd think that'd be the normal time, but I will have to hear the same 15 songs every single time I tell someone my name. The new person in my college today, they came in and they said, "Oh, Sugar, before I knew that your name was actually Sugar, I thought that everyone was just flirting with you." And I was like, "Oh, grand. Oh, I'm so glad that you thought that was what was going on. I'm really happy with that." So it's, you know what I mean? It is a name that I have to live with, and it can be really annoying. So just as a thing, if any of you guys are having kids soon, don't name them stupid shit. Just don't do that. Just name them like normal things or like cool things that they're like are relatively normal, and things maybe think about like all of the jokes that could be made about their name before you name your kid that, you know what I mean? I think the restrictions are you cannot name your child Coca-Cola St. John. Don't be stupid. That's why. Sugar knows a lot about Bloodborne because of that really fucking deep video. Yeah! The one that I really enjoyed. The one about all of the pregnant women and it being genuinely horrifying. I'm glad you enjoyed it though, Jax. It was a good one, wasn't it? I didn't think that it would go that deep either, and then it started chatting shit about all the video games, and I was like, oh, fuck, okay, this is really well researched. It was a very good video. It's about like the horror of having a body or some shit. I don't remember exactly what it was called, but it was very good. I enjoyed it. Me finding out her name is actually Sugar is like you all finding out my name is actually Shrimp. What? It is? What? No, that's not true, is it? That's not true. I have 4 kids. The first one has an odd spelling of normal names. I regret that now as she has to spell her name for everyone. The other 3 have normal spellings. Good. Proud of you. Proud of you. That's good of you. That is good. Yeah, you should be proud of yourself for that you thought reasonably when you named your children. You should be proud of yourself. You really should. Proud of you. You should be proud. I feel like you have to open a sweet shop. It's your destiny. Might be, you know. I have to do something, don't I? I'm more of a savory person, which is unbelievably ironic. But I'm gonna have to do something. I can't have the name Sugar and not do something fun in life, right? Come on, I have to. It's too obvious. I'll think of something slightly more obscure then. Is Bloodborne segment was the best? I don't know about the anime ones. I think the anime one was genuinely quite horrifying to watch. Like, it was a visceral thing. I don't know. It was visceral, but it wasn't as well worded as the Bloodborne section. The Bloodborne section was like, oh shit, yeah, this is making sense. Join the army? That is a good idea. That is not a very Sugar thing to do, is it? More of a savory, but okay, well, this is upsetting. This is upsetting. We were talking about sweet flavors today. When I tell you, I have heard so many jokes about my name recently. It's absolutely fucking ridiculous. We were talking about sweet flavors today, and like just the, you know, I'm a big hater, or not a hater, but just a disliker of citrus flavored sweets. I don't really like citrus-flavored sweets very much. I don't want to be a negative Nancy or a Debbie Downer, but nutrition is quite contentious between experts. But most of them believe refined sugar is bad for you. Yeah. I don't understand your fancy words, but thank you. Same? Don't like citrus sweets? They're bad, aren't they? When you have kids, you'll be a sugar mummy? There it is. Heard that one today. Yep, had to sit and look someone in the eyes while they said that to me, and the other connotation of it also, the opposite one, and just all of the ones above the sun. Oh, sugar mommy, sugar daddy, oh, fuck you! Just leave me alone, please. Just stop using my name against me, just please, okay, just please stop, please. Just please, no more now, thank you, that was enough. You don't need to repeat it every single time I see you. It's awful, it's terrible, and I hate it. Open a confectionery. I don't actually really know what that is, but sure, why not? You're like the kid in the what? I have no clue what that is. What if you really, what? Wait, you like that overly citrus yellow Oasis though? Yeah, but that's tasty. Citrus flavored sweets are not tasty. But I was specifically talking about citrus flavored sweets in the lime category of citrus flavored. I think the lime flavored sweets are just bad, okay? They're just bad. I just think they're really bad. I think that lime-flavored sweets are just bad. And I can understand the appeal of them, but I just don't like lime-flavored sweets. I can deal with lemon. I can deal with orange. I think lime is just bad. It's just not very nice. If I bite into a green sweet and I figure out that it's fucking lime instead of apple, I just hate it. I just get so upset. Lime is just like the shitter parts of lemon. It's like if you licked the outside of a lemon. You know what I mean? It's like if you were sat eating the lemon peel is what lime flavored things are to me. They work well in drinks. It works well in shit like that. It just doesn't work well when I have to chew at it a lot. It doesn't work well when I have to chomp down on it very much. Does your mum also have a fun name? No. Don't you dare. It's Father Daisies is what my dad is called in this chat. We're never calling him that. Place where sweets or chocolates are made and sold. Oh, there you go. Do we mean wine gums or fruit pastels? Yeah, if they're green, then yes. So for clarity, we don't slant lime flavoring on the stream. No, we don't. You've never seen a lime sweet? That's upsetting. Well, not really upsetting, but it is still upsetting. Lime is sophisticated lemon. Lime is shit lemon. Let's not lie to ourselves here. Lime is shit lemon. It just is, okay? It's just a shitter version of lemon. It's just like a more boring version of lemon. If you really like lime, you're just a boring lemon enjoyer, and I don't like it. Lime is not good. I'm happy when I find that a green candy is apple green candy. Exactly. This is what I'm saying. I never want to chomp into a lime flavored sweet. I like lime juice and whiskey sours. I don't drink, but I quite appreciate like a good lemon and lime drink. But even then, the lemon flavor absolutely carries it. Those shit lime sweets that come in those tins with all the flour, yuck. No, bad. I quite like them if they're in a different flavor. They've got quite the appeal to them to me, but not the lime ones. I like citrus flavors. The taste of the streamer are questionable. Yeah, I know. And no one agreed with me today on this either. No one was agreeing with me. I was absolutely outweighed by every single one of my friends, okay? Every single one of them I was outweighed by. Because they were all going, oh yeah, the lime ones are the best, and then it's the orange ones, and then it's the lemon ones, and then it's the fruit ones. And I was like, I'm the dead opposite. I am the dead opposite. I much prefer strawberry and apple and raspberry and the blackcurrant ones. I don't want your shitty citrus flavors. I want the sweet ones instead. And they all then started making fun of me. Well, not them. The one specific person going, oh, because your name's Sugar. I hate you. Sorry, I'm angry. I got angry again. I didn't mean it, guys. Think lemon and lime sweets should have an age limit on them, so children can only eat classic flavors like apple, strawberry, and raspberry. So me then. I'll be the person eating the sweet ones. You should have to be 31 before you can eat lemon and lime. I'd say include lemon. Maybe just include orange, actually. Give lemon and lime to the old people, give orange to the kids. Orange is like a good starter into lemon and lime. Blackcurrant, it's the best one, isn't it? Blackcurrant flavoring is just, oh, it's so good. Blackcurrant is great. It's just the best. So you and your friends did a fruit-flavored sweet tier list today? Yeah, basically. It was a verbal one, though. And I was absolutely just getting slandered for my own opinions. Which is fair enough, right? I'm probably wrong. But at the same time, they're all freaks because they like lime-flavored things, which is just wrong, isn't it? So what do we think of Werther's Originals? Fucking love them! I love Werther's Originals. Can that be the reason for everything from now on? Oh, because your name's Sugar, that's why? If you want to, then your logic will completely work with all of my college friends. It will work perfectly. Feel like you would like lime when you get older? I'll keep you guys updated. Maybe I will. Orange is a gateway fruit to lemon, and it really is. Sugar, stop you being too coherent. It's tearing the fabric of the universe. Wah! 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 Was that better? I nearly did that to my friends today with absolutely no context. If you missed last stream got a little bit too deep in the chat and we were talking about colors and shit. So whenever it got too confusing, I would just shout "wah" at you guys, and I was sat in college today, forgetting that obviously none of my friends would know what that is, okay? But I almost just yelled "wah" at them instead of doing like a different catchphrase. I don't know what it was about, but I got really like confused about something, and I was just gonna go "wah" at my college friends with no context. It's bad. Why what? I don't know what it is, and I was here. It was a good distraction for me. Whenever I got too confused, it broke apart my incoherency with just shouting "wah" at you guys. It's like a good mental pause for me just to shout "wah." It doesn't really work because it just probably makes you more confused, and then in turn I'll be more confused with you. But it works for me because it stops me from talking for a little bit to go "wah." Well, you know what I mean? I have to break my train of thought for 2 seconds while I say "wah." Do it, please. No context equals better. Well, I've made all of my friends say all of my little catchphrases that I have. They all say grind set. They all do this hand motion constantly. They all do thumbs up whenever I look at them. They all say Rocktober now. I've made all of my friends say my catchphrases just by throwing them at them so much. So I could probably introduce "wah" and they would completely just join in with me. They're very good at joining in on bits, which I severely appreciate. It's great. Talk fast and being coherent. Sorry, I'll stop being coherent. Wah! Every time someone goes to make a joke, just stop them mid-sentence, even if you're not sure what it was going to be. If it was going to be a joke, one just go "wah!" like that. Maybe I should. Bring back some classics like My Camera's Running Out. That was a good one too. They'd love that, I think. Sorry guys. Actually gotta stop right now. My camera's running out. My camera's actually running out. She's laying claim to grind set. Grind set is mine, okay? I'm taking it from Andrew Tate and I'm making it my own. I'm absolutely reclaiming grind set from Andrew Tate. It's mine now. I'm on the grind set, baby. I am. And that doesn't mean that I hate women anymore. So, you know, on the grind set, baby. Absolutely on the grind set. Andrew Tate. I can imagine that Andrew Tate would say the word grind set in his lifetime. It feels like something that he would say. And I would like him to not say that. So I'm going to say it now, and Andrew's not allowed to say it anymore. So yeah, there you go. Grind set's my own thing now. That and like, well, RA is a thing that we all made by ourselves, so RA doesn't really count. But we've got lots of weird little mannerisms that we all do. Me and my friends now have a handshake. We're just very good at making little mannerisms. None of us can ever stand still, is what I've noticed. So we all just kind of do things constantly, and that just ends up with us having weird mannerisms that we all understand. It's like our own little weird language that we have, and it's great, and I love it. You ever grind IRL? What does that do? You do seem hyperactive? Yeah. Well, I realized when I was sat in class, right, we had to watch a TED Talk, and it was such a fucking long TED Talk, and it was so boring, and I hated every second of it, right? And I was sat there constantly moving on my chair without even realizing it. Everyone else just sat really still around me, and I was just swinging left and right just throughout the entire time we were sat still. I was looking at the pigeons. I had to salute 2 individual magpies. I just cannot sit still. That or I'm fucking around with my bracelet. You may have noticed I've been fucking around with my bracelet this entire stream. I've had it on my sleeve quite a lot of times. This is another good thing as well to do this with. Open and shut it. This is a good one. I was fucking around with this yesterday while we were all talking. Just popping it open and shut. It's great fun. It's fantastic. Grinder for metals? Alright, I see. Fun. But no, I'm constantly moving. Hello, Mr. Magpie. How's your wife and kids? Or some shit like that, which seems inappropriate because if you see a singular magpie, it usually means its wife is fucking dead. You know what I mean? 1 for sorrow, 2 for shit. Yeah, 1 for sorrow, 2 for luck. Magpies, they come in pairs, right? So if you only see one of them, and you're supposed to salute it, and then you go, oh, hey, Mr. Magpie, how are your wife and kids? Ha, you loser, I already know that they're fucking dead, or they've disappeared. Oh, you know what I mean? They go in pairs, which is why it's 1 for sorrow. Do magpies only move in couples if they're not in one? Well, they move as a pair. That's why we're sad. That's why we salute them, I'm pretty sure. Because their other one's dead. Their other pair, they're all widows. And we're going, oh, hey, Mr. Magpie. How's your wife and kids, Mr. Magpie? How are they? Dead, probably, which is why I'm saluting you. And we're just rubbing it right in. Single magpies are the incels of the word world. No, they're widows. They are widows. We mean those pairs. We do not mean those pairs, no. Please, I want you to react to magpies. Okay, if I saw a magpie, you know what I did? If I saw a magpie, I would go... Because I don't speak to them, because it's insensitive. Why pairs? Have they considered lemons? No, that would be heinous. They're more of a lime fan, I think. I think they prefer limes. Things to fidget with are cool. Aren't they just? They're very cool. Mrs. Magpie got the kids in the divorce? Clearly so. Never seen a magpie with baby magpies anywhere. Don't think I've ever seen a baby magpie before. But I choose not to question that. I just assume they're all with the wife. But yeah, so I salute magpies, but I do it discreetly. Gotten really good at doing discreetly because I don't really want to go doo-doo and make it like a really prideful thing. So I did it twice. We all sat around in a big circle and I had to kind of sit there and go, I didn't just salute a bird. I would never do that. I would never do that ever. I would never. What was that about? Didn't even, you know what I mean? Didn't even do anything. Don't even look at me. Don't even look at me. I'm really good at it. I'm really good. Hello, Leo. Welcome on in. Or Moyes. Incorrect. Moyes. Welcome on in. Happy Friday. Welcome on in. All I want is to make friends with a wild bird. I second that. I would love to do that, especially because some birds are so smart that they bring you things. I would love to do that. And what about bagpipes? I don't think you need bagpipes. Or bagpipes, you're saying things now that I cannot even begin. What? What? Everybody knows your sneaky bird saluters? They all know? Well, I've explained it to most of them. So sometimes I do it and then I just look at my friend and they look at me and they go, well, she's just saluted a bird for no reason. Which is quite a funny interaction. Have you made dead eye contact with a pigeon? You know, I don't think I have, which is actually deeply upsetting. Sorry, my skirt was really uncomfortable, which is actually deeply upsetting. I'm going to try, though. I'm going to try it. I remember hearing that if you see 3 magpies, there'll be a wedding soon. That's cute. That's quite cute, isn't it? I don't think I've ever seen 3 of them. I saw 4 today, or yesterday, the day before. I saw 4. That was crazy. What is the topic of conversation? I already got lost. Kind of magpies, kind of not. Just generally birds now. I'm late today because I was being a productive boy. Well, congrats. Congratulations. I'm supposed to be productive, but I'm not doing that. So, does 4 mean a funeral's coming? Maybe so. I saw 4, so... That's worrying. What if that was just you just scratching your eyebrow? Yeah, but no one scratches their eyebrow and goes, flicks it. You know what I mean? That would be worrying. You just kind of put your hand down. You don't flick it away. You have to flick it away. Amusing on ban request? Oh dear. Oh dear, Matt. I can't look at it right now, but that's worrying. Streaming is being productive? Yeah, but in the actual context of the things that I need to do in the actual world, it's really unproductive. Because I really need to be doing my college work right now, and I haven't done that. So, you know, oh well, if you see 10, you should run. The magpies are coming for you if you see 10. Any more than 4 and you're having a bad day. Terrible day. Seeing 4 magpies means someone you know will have a son. Right, okay. Well, I don't know any pregnant people, so maybe someone's gonna get pregnant because the 4 magpies said so. That feels illogical. 1 for sorrow, 2 for... Oh, shit, it is, isn't it? 1 for sorrow, 2 for joy, 3 for a girl, 4 for a boy. It is, isn't it? And then 5 for the one with the golden gun. something about shooting. 7, the one with the 7, 1, 8 is 8, and nah, it's done now. I don't know the rhyme, okay? I don't know the rest of the rhyme. I just know the first 4. College work is an actual world? No, it's just a load of bullshit now, isn't it, really? It's just a load of bullshit. It's just a bunch of bullshit. That's why we were discussing Kit's name? Yeah, see? Here we go. It's because I'm pregnant. How did you guys know? It's all those magpies that you've been seeing. Which magpie was beheaded? The 9th one, I think. Seeing 2,000, that's a big number that I can't be able to read, means you're going to have a dog named Skippy and it's going to win gold at Crufts. That's specific. But then again, seeing that many magpies is very specific. I watched Fellowship of the Ring Extended Edition today. What the fuck is that? I don't know what that is. I walked around a corner into a dark alleyway and seen 17 magpies once and I was mugged, and that's right, I died. Oh man, gone wrong. Interaction with magpie gone wrong. Gone wrong. Cameras here and here. Cameras everywhere. What the fuck is it? What? Lord of the Rings? Oh, I don't know any of the names of the Lord of the Rings films. I've seen them, but I do not recollect a singular one of them. They all kind of merge together in my brain. The most I know is that there's a silly little guy and he wants the rings a big. 1 for sorrow, 2 for joy, 3 for girl, 4 for a boy, 5 for silver, 6 for gold, 7 for a secret never to be told, 8's beheaded, 9's dead, 10 is fucking running around. Oh, there's more. 8 for a wish, 9 for a kiss, 10 for a surprise. You should be careful not to miss. 11 for health, 12 for wealth, 13 beware. It's the devil himself. Fucking hell, Jesus Christ. Okay. 14 for love, 15 for a dove, 16, that feels redundant, 16 for a chime of a bell, 17 for angel's protection. They've given up on the rhyming now, haven't they? 18 to be safe from hell. Now, what? 19 to be safe from a crime. 20 to end this rhyme. Why did they give up on the rhyme halfway through it? You know what I mean? They ended the rhyme a while ago. They ended the rhyme when fucking Dove and Bell didn't rhyme. Oh, I guess Dove and Bell weren't supposed to be... they gave up ages ago, is what I'm trying to say. What is this rhyme exactly? For magpies. I don't know either. Don't question them, okay? Just let them. Yeah, Gollum, that's his name. In the future, we'll be able to use AI to extend the Lord of the Rings movies indefinitely, so that a baby could live to 80 years in front of a TV, never experiencing the actual world, only 80 years of Lord of the Rings. What a lovely future that will be. I hope that my kid gets to experience that. I hope if I ever have a kid, I'm going to be able to sit them down and make them watch 80 years worth of High School Musical. Only High School Musical. They're going to sit and they're going to sit in front of that fucking TV and only watch High School Musical. I hope when I die, they still be watching High School Musical. I hope the only thing they know is love and basketballs and swimming. And that's all I want them to know. That's all they need to know in life. What's magpie? It's a type of bird. I'll be honest, we're getting a lot of mileage out of magpies. I know I wasn't expecting it. Kind of threw that one out of nowhere. Another honest note, I'm glad Daisy isn't my mum. I'm glad none of you guys are my kids. That's not a statement that is really that unorthodox, is it? Particularly, you know what I mean? Yeah, so crazy that. I'm glad I don't have children, because I'd be a shit mum. I'm very good at babysitting my younger brothers. I would absolutely be a dog shit mum though, and I can put that out there right now. Put the request in Discord because it's such a convincing argument. Well, I'm very excited to see it. Where in Discord? Where in Discord? Oh, okay, they're in Discord. Oh, wow. I'm putting it on screen. I'm gonna put it on screen. It deserves to be on screen. You know, it deserves to be on screen. I think you guys deserve this, I think, though. Because this is like... This is a fucking monumental image. It really is. I love being a streamer sometimes. You know, there are some times where I just hate it. There are other times, like moments like this. Oh, wow. I love being a streamer so much. You know, this is what I wanted to do when I was a kid, you know. When I was a kid, when I was baby Sugar, when she was growing up, she used to make YouTube videos on her iPad, you know. I used to sit in my room and I used to film myself making YouTube videos on my iPad. Never in a million years did I think that I would be sat live on Twitch with this above my head. Not in a million years. You've been friend-zoned though? Fuck! Shit! Oh, fuck. What? Oh, shit. Oh, should we let them back in? I'll date them. I will. They're handsome. Let's just be friends. I'm handsome. Yeah, they're handsome. Nice to meet you. You know what I mean? Well, if only little Daisy could see her future self, she'd be horrified. She'd be absolutely horrified. Can you imagine me as a kid? You'd just be saying words. You got fucking friend zone. Guys, don't bring it up. I'm actually really sad about it. Like, actually, just don't even talk about it. Like, can you guys actually not, like, talk about it? It's actually, like, I actually don't really want to talk about it actually that much. Because, like, it's all well and good, like, joking and all, but, like, that's not actually a joke anymore. It's actually really upsetting me. But his mum told him that he's handsome. Hey, we have no proof that it isn't true. We do have proof that they're a fucking freak, though. So, you know, that argument doesn't apply. She wouldn't believe her luck. She'd be crying. You know, I used to sit and film myself making loom bands. Yeah, that's what I did. My 2 YouTube videos that I made when I was a child that I posted, right? The 2 YouTube videos that I made as a child that I posted was, one of them was a welcome to my channel introduction thing where I hadn't made any YouTube videos before, and I decided that instead of making a YouTube video to introduce my channel, that I would sit there and go, so guys, my channel is going to be this, and I'm gonna do this on my channel, and this is my YouTube channel, and I have nothing to back this up evidentially, just believe me, this is going to be my YouTube channel, and this is what I'm gonna do. And it was filmed on my iPad when I was sat on my floor underneath my bunk bed, and that was posted. But I don't know where that is anymore. That's either lost media or it's out there somewhere. And then there was another one where I made a loom band tutorial video, and I filmed it, and I didn't know how to edit, so I just filmed it, and there were no like cuts or anything, and I just sat there making a loom band for probably like half an hour, and then I posted that also. Jesus, I just read it. Best sentence ever uttered in the history of man. This is what evolution has led to. We should all be really proud of ourselves for this, you know. Honestly, you look back in history, this is why. This is why, everyone. This is what history's done to the world. This is it. This is the reason that we're all alive, I think. You know when people question the meaning of life? Yeah, I think this is it. Brief, create an overlong and useless introduction to a hypothetical YouTube channel you'll never make any other videos for. And I was really good at it. Were you the girl selling loom bands in the street? No, I was shit at that. I was really bad at making them. I couldn't sell them because I was so bad at it. I used to make them on my hands. If you don't know what loom bands are, they're like little plastic circles which you could make bracelets out of. And people had like boards that they used to do it on. I used to do it on my hands. I used to make them on my hands, and it really fucking hurt. Like, it was so painful because I just put them on my hand. You know what's funny? I think I might have some. Should I see if I can recreate my child YouTube video? See if I have any loom bands? I think I might have some, like, small elastic bands. I'll give you guys a tutorial if you want. Oh, well, I only have, like, 2. Oh, no, I have lots. Okay, so what you do, guys. Hey, guys, welcome into my YouTube channel. So this is my tutorial for loom bands. What you have to do is you have to put it in a little figure 8 on your finger like this. And then you put one over the top, like that. Yeah, and then what you do is you put another one over the top like this. So you cut all your blood circulation off. That's your aim, really. Cut the circulation in your fingers off with lots of little tiny plastic bands. That's what you want to do. And then you got to put another one on, I think. I don't really remember. And then what you got to do is you got to pull that over the top like this. Ow, fuck, Jesus. Okay, like that, yeah. And then pull them down. You got to shuffle them down so you got room on your fingers to put more bands on there. And then get another band. I need another band. Fuck, I got another band. So this is what you do. You put another one on your fingers like this. You don't have to figure 8 them anymore. You just put them on. And you pull it over the top like this. And then you do that until you've got the entire length of your fucking arm, pretty much. It really hurts. It really cuts your circulation off after a while. And you just keep on doing that until you've got a bracelet. And that's what loom bands are. I think this is how it was anyway. I don't really remember. There were different, like, techniques and styles and shit. I only knew how to do the easy ones. I also don't have anything that would be able to, like, tie it together in the end. So it'd be a bit silly. And then you just do that. And then look, what you get is a nice little bracelet. You see in the middle there? This is going to be turned into a little bracelet. Isn't that cute? Entire length of arm? Yes, the whole arm. Now, I'm busy. I can't give you a sticker right now. I'm trying to make a loom band bracelet. Stop. I'm busy. I'm starting an entrepreneur business right now. Why, though? I don't know. So you get a nice, cute bracelet out of it. People were much better than I was. As I said, people could make, like, penguins and shit. People could make, like, actual things with them. I just made these shit bracelets. Oh, shit. Oh, God, it's all gone wrong, guys. Guys. Okay, there you go. See, look. And then what you get in the end of it, if you do it right. Okay, it's all come apart. Is this. But, like, lots of them. That's how you make a loom band bracelet, everyone. You're welcome. There's lots of different ones. I don't really remember how you make the different ones because I wasn't really knowledgeable enough. Matt, I was going to ask you what sticker you want, but I'll go get them and I'll wait till you get back. But yeah, this was before iPads. Well, this wasn't before iPads for me. I had an iPad while I actively sat and put elastic bands on my fingers. I had an iPad and I was filming it when I had the iPad. So, you know, this wasn't before iPad entertainment for me. This was alongside it, and I found that shit enthralling. I used to absolutely fucking cut the circulation in my fingers off daily just to make loom bands. And then you'd have to connect them at the end with something called an S clip or a C clip. It was great. It was really fun. It was awesome. They had another thing called Scoobies as well. Scoobies were just as cool. They were long plastic threads that you kind of like twisted into like a big, like, I don't really know what it was. It wasn't like a knot. It was really cool. It was like weaving. Did you actually lose the loom? Nope. I only used my fingers. This is what I'm saying. I only ever used my fingers to do it. I didn't know how you used the little board thing, so I only used to use my hands, which is not what you're supposed to do, but I never learned any other way. Now I crochet, which feels very similar to that. Monotonous and slightly useless. But no, so, you know, I haven't changed a bit. I'm still sat making content, and now I've just got a different monotonous hobby to go alongside my avid iPad watching. You know, when I really think about it, I probably made that video when I was around 6, maybe 7, 8. In the decade that has passed, I am literally the exact same. I am just the same person. History repeats itself. Have an iPad, I make content, and I've got a monotonous crafting hobby to go alongside of it. When I was before, I had an iPad, I made content, and I had a monotonous crafting hobby to go alongside it. In the 10 years since I made that YouTube channel, do you notice the sentence up there on your head? Oh yeah, I'm aware of it. I just think it's funny. Sounds like the kind of thing ancient women used to do every single day. Yep, history repeats itself. You crochet? Can you show something you made? Happily. I've got lots of things on my shelf. Thank you so much. Flying bird, flying tree. Love your name. That's fantastic. Yeah, I made this. Well, I made lots of things. I can show you lots of things. Here's this. Here he is. This is Miffy. I'll get rid of that now because they don't deserve to be there anymore. This is Miffy. I made him in his entirety. I made his little jacket. You can take his little jacket off. Bow, 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 wow. It's a bit scandalous and it doesn't really come off very easily, so I won't do that, but you can. Here he is. Here's the boy. You can take his crown off too. I made his crown also. But here he is. Miffy, that's awesome. Yeah, right? Crochet is like knitting with one stick. Kinda, yeah. So that's Miffy. Then we got this. This is a little seal. Little seal guy. Weep, weep. Little seal. You got a little octopus. Little octoman. A little squid. Another octo guy. Are you reading the unban request? I can put it back if you want. There you go. It's an unban request that we got from this stream. When I was 7, I thought it'd be a great idea to bring the hose in the kitchen and just flood the house. That is fantastic. That is so funny. Yeah, a little octopus guy. What other things have I got that I've crocheted that are around me? I have a turtle. Here's the turtle. Hello. See, look, it can wave. It goes, hello. I'm trying to get rid of this shit. How the fuck do I get rid of this shit? There you go. Oh, shit, that's me and a donkey. Don't look at that. Hello, hello. There's the little turtle guy. There's a ghost over here. Here he is. Silly little ghost guy. I'm sure I have more. I do have a whole cardigan, but I kind of choose to ignore that. I've got a pillow somewhere. Here it is. Ugh. Pillow. Woo! Love the squid? Yeah, it's cool. I love Miffy. Did you know that Muffy was created before Hello Kitty? Oh, fucking love Hello Kitty. I never loved Hello Kitty, but I was a big fan of Miffy. How tall are you? I am 5'11". This is my little pillow that I made. Where's the cardigan? I'll find you the cardigan. The cardigan is impressive. I just never use it. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. You met a donkey? I did. Here's the cardigan, everybody. I've never worn it out the house, but I spent lots and lots and lots of months on it. I've not once worn it outside of my bedroom, but I spent so long on it, and it is fully functional, and I sewed it all together, and I made all of the squares, and I made it all. I've just never worn it out the house before. This took me like 6 months to make, and I've not once worn it out the house. But yeah, you can see all of the squares that I made. I think this was a total of like 54 squares or some shit like that. I sewed them all together. I sewed all of the ribbing, all of this shit. It is just a functional cardigan that I made that I've not worn out the house once. But yeah, there you go. That's some more things that I've crocheted. There you are. You're welcome. You're welcome. Do you know people here have a special market called Cutie's Market where they sell crocheted items for some pretty good money? Yeah, it's cool. Do you play basketball? No, I don't. I don't use my height to my advantage very much. But no, it's very cool. I would sell my things, but I don't really trust that I'm good enough for them not to fall apart. The cardigan looks great, but the red stands out very much. I second this. It really does. It also, obviously, this is the first piece of clothing that I've ever made out of crochet. I did the measurements wrong. Like, to put it so bluntly, I did the measurements wrong, and there are places where you can actively see this square is a triangle because I measured it wrong. You can't button it together or anything. Like, it's too small to like be an actual cardigan, which annoys me, and it only really goes with like one dress that I own. So I just haven't worn it out of the house yet. I don't really know when the right opportunity to wear it is. Some of the squares are glittery, which is exciting. This square's glittery. You'll never be able to tell on stream, but some of them are slightly glittery. It's also just made out of really thin wool, so it's not a very convenient cardigan. It's really good, basically, is what I'm trying to say. And I spent 6 months of my life to make something that I will probably just end up selling one day because I don't really want it anymore. You know what I mean? You have so much energy. Thank you. Welcome on in. Happy Friday. What are you doing? Talking lots. That's it. What's your real name? How old are you? Where do you live? Blah, 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 blah. My real name is Sugar. And I am 18. You're welcome. It's crazy stuff, right? You can see it all in the about panels. You must be really patient. Oh, I love monotonous tasks. I mean, that's just the stuff that I've kept for myself. I've crocheted a shitload of roses, which I handed out to people. I've crocheted irises, the flower. I've crocheted cherries. I've crocheted lots of little cat guys. I've crocheted a shitload of octopi. I have made, I'm making a skirt. I've made this. This is supposed to be a blanket. I didn't really ever finish it, but this exists in my room. I made an Among Us once. That was ropes. That was awful. I made a jellyfish. I made an entire Pokemon. I made Sudowoodo in crochet. I've made a shitload of things, but I've given them all away to people, so I have no proof that I've done any of these things. You just have to believe me. You can see the glitter? I'm glad. Do you reckon if you do it again, it'd be easier? No, I think it would be the exact same. That wasn't difficult to make. It was just time consuming. It really wasn't difficult to make. It was just incredibly time consuming. Like, it is really easy steps. It's just the same like pattern over and over and over again, but the squares alone would take me like half an hour each to make, an hour, like, so it was just very time consuming. It probably took like over 50 plus hours to make that cardigan. You should make more Among Us things and sell them to kids. I honestly could. I really easily could. I just don't. I just choose not to. Would have snapped the needle in half in like 5 minutes. Do not blame you. Do a backflip. I would also like to see this. No, sorry, don't feel like it. But no, I'm making a ghost now. That's my next crochet project. I'm making a little ghost guy. He's going to be a little ghost guy. And then I'm going to make one of them have a hat. One of them's going to have fairy wings. One of them's going to have a little crown. And then I'm going to give them all to my friends. And I'm very excited about it. I think I made this one wrong, though. I think he's going to be too... He's not long enough. His head's not long enough, so he's going to be very pointy. But it's okay. This is a prototype. But yeah, I'm going to crochet lots of little things for my friends. I also just have like a shitload more things that I can't show you guys. I've got hats up there and gloves and coasters. All of my coasters are crocheted. I've just got fucking loads of things, basically. Shucks, hello, Treason. Are you already making a name joke? You're the worst. Happy Friday. Welcome on in. Oh, drink something while I have it. Didn't you draw a ghost every day for like 100 days? I did. Chin chin. And then I made a book out of it. Published. No, I've just stuck them all in a book. Do you want to see? I mean, I showed you the ghost book when I made it. But the ghost book is just another one of my many books that I own for no reason. This is the ghost book, everybody. This is the ghost book. This ghost book contains so many little drawings that I did. So many ghost drawings that I did for no reason. I will publish it one day. You've arrived. Hello, Drags. Welcome on in. Happy Friday. Every time you put to the bottle to the lens, I flinch. I'm so sorry. I'll give you more warning next time. In fairness, I think I give you plenty of warning with the action of me unscrewing my bottle, but that's fair enough. How are you doing? I'm very good. But the rip. I appreciate you asking. I'm very good. Happy Friday. Cursed book? It's not cursed. It might be cursed with the ghost, the spirits that live inside of it. But no, I drew ghosts for, I don't know, actually. I drew them for 64 days straight. Here you go. See, look, there's so many different ones. I drew them all with scented pencils too. So look at how many there are. Look, see? I mean, there's a thin line between them being ghosts and them just being inanimate objects with the same eyes. But that's not the point, okay? You know what I mean? That's not the point. This one went for a bad day. Thank you so much for that follow. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. How do they taste? Probably very similar to the way that you would imagine paper would taste. How does the book smell if you quickly swish all the pages at once? Like paper. The scented pencils are only really scented on the actual pencil part of they don't really smell on paper anymore, which is upsetting. He's got a bit fucked up. He looks quite scary now. That wasn't intentional, but the paint has rubbed off quite a lot. What a rip. Yeah, just I'd buy it. You wouldn't though, because like all of the pages are really, really quickly drawn, and there's only 64 pages to look through. Like, they're cool and all, but in actuality, it'd probably be, there's probably way more exciting things. Like, it's fun, but quite a lot of them are like personal references to me. I quite like this page. I quite like that one. That one's got quite an appeal to me. I mean, I like them. A cute drawing degrading into haunted effigy. That's poetic, isn't it just? This was on Christmas, or Christmas Eve. There you go. See, look at this. Isn't it so fun? There's quite a lot of events in this. I think my birthday might have been one of them. You're right, I wouldn't buy it. See, this is the thing. You don't need to lie. There's New Year's. Look at all the exciting days I've marked. But someone might. Well, no one would, because there's no point in it. You know what I mean? I wouldn't buy it, because it's just a load of shit drawings of a ghost. I'd buy my journals. Now, that's something interesting. If I published my journals, that would earn me money. But that's just fucking nothing. That's all irrelevant, isn't it? Like, my journals, yeah, sure. The man would buy it. It might only be 2p. 2p would be plenty. I'll take 2p. What's your favorite hobby if you have any? Really enjoy crocheting. I don't really know. My hobbies are very kind of shit. I'll give you £4 for it. You can give me £4 for the original one if you want. That's worth £4. If I ever made them, published them, it would not be worth £4. But kids' books or nothing also. I mean, yeah, but like, they're more than that. They've got way more thought. Streaming isn't her favorite hobby. She hates us. Have you considered streaming as a hobby? Hey guys, streaming isn't a hobby. Streaming is a full-time career. Streaming is my 9 to 5, baby. Yeah, it's not a hobby. It's a grind set. Yeah, I guess streaming's a good hobby too, I guess. So, God, if I had to list it in my hobbies, I guess streaming would also kind of be a good hobby. Fine. If I have to, then yeah, I guess streaming's okay. It's like very low on the hobby list though, and that's considering I only have like 2 other hobbies. I'd buy that journal. I like the way the ghost drawings look. Thank you, I appreciate it. I still have all of my scented pencils too. They all smell nice as well. Some of them are weird as fuck. Oh, sorry, I'm clinking things together. Rocktober! Yeah, welcome on in. Rocktober indeed. These are all my scented pencils with my AirPods on top because the top is magnetic. See, look, here they are. Some of them are scented really weirdly. This one's scented like air. So, take that as you will. This one's scented like air. It doesn't really smell like anything. It just kind of smells artificial. It doesn't really have a smell. Imagine what air smells like. Yeah, that. But it's supposed to be like fresh air. So I'm assuming it's supposed to be like cotton scented. But it doesn't smell like cotton. It just smells kind of sweet. Streaming is also a good way to get your frustrations out to a kind of captive audience. So good. Streaming is like talking to hundreds of unqualified therapists at once. You guys are great. This is just another version of me venting. Or not. Yeah, you can smell the air too. Oh, that's so good. Yeah, it smells slightly weirdly sweet, doesn't it? Do you like Halloween? I do like Halloween, yes. I think it's very fun. I'm trying to remember the other ones that don't smell very nice. Maybe this one was air scented. Oh no, this one's coconut. That one's weird. This one's odd. I don't like this one very much. This one smells like coconut, which it's not my favorite scent in the world. The brown one's supposed to smell like root beer or some root beer. This smells like shit. This smells like dirt and like this one's awful. This one smells actually grim. Like, this one is rough. It's so bad. This one's bad. This one's also bad. This one smells like beach. What the fuck does that even mean? You know what I mean? What does that even mean? What in the Barbie movie shit is this? Beach? This smells like beach. someone please describe the smell of beach to me. I would really love to know. It smells smoky. It smells smoky and sad. So there you go. You're welcome. But no, they're weird scented pencils. They're very odd, but that's what I use to draw all of my ghost drawings because I find a great enjoyment in scented pencils. My job is beach. See, this is what I'm saying. The smell of beach, salt, and minerals. Yeah, it's about right then, isn't it? The way sand and salty water smells, rotten whale carcasses. Hey, if you're in the universe of Life is Strange, then exactly, yes. But no, I really enjoy scented pencils. I wrote down a list of things that I really love in my first ever journal, and then I decided I would put a lot of implication onto me, like, I wrote down, I'll reword that. I wrote down a list of things I love, and then I decided ways that I could implement them into my life more so that I could appreciate all of the things that I love more. That was one of them. I really fucking love scented pencils, so I bought scented pencils, and I use them quite frequently, and they do bring me joy every single time that I use them. So, you know, past sugar was wise. Have I listened to any of the other things that I listed in that? Probably fucking not, no. But the scented pencils one was good. The ghost book was also involved in that, because I really enjoy drawing ghosts. So the ghost book was also, that's the reasoning behind, I didn't just draw ghosts for 64 days with no reason. I really enjoy drawing ghosts. I find great enjoyment in it. So I did it every single day for 64 days until I stopped enjoying it and I ruined it for myself. Still like drawing ghosts. When it became a routine, I stopped enjoying it. But I did it for 64 days and I have a book out of it. So I think it's interesting. I think it's fun. That's the reasoning though. Big fan of ghosts. The smell of a nudist beach on the other hand, don't even imply that. Do you reckon you'd ever have a guest IRL on the stream? I think I've spoken about this before. I think I'd find it uncomfortable. I think it would be fine for you guys and maybe fine for my guest. I think I'd find it uncomfortable. I think it depends on who it is. I've said before, I don't think any of my friends would enjoy being on stream. I think the way that I have streamed for the past many, many years, I am so comfortable with it literally just being like a one-on-one conversation between me and you guys that I think having someone else I'd have to talk to, I think I'd literally just end up ignoring the actual person when it's just gonna have a guest on stream and half the community will hate them and it'll lead to civil war. That too, what if you hate them? Oh, how do you want to customize Mr. Damp, Matt? What do you want to do? I have an opinion on Ouija boards. I don't believe that they summon ghosts and demons, but I sure as hell ain't gonna go out of my way to find either. No, neither. I don't really understand the appeal of them. I don't know if I necessarily believe in them, but as you said, I'm not ever gonna use one just out of like, yeah, well, I don't really want to. If it is real, I'm not gonna fuck around with it. You know what I mean? If it ends up being real, I'm not gonna do it. Mr. Dant should have Mr. Damp written on his hat in dark, bold letters. Shit, am I gonna have to write backwards? Ah, fuck, okay, I can do that, but I'm gonna have to write backwards, which upsets me. Can I do it in highlighter? And I'm allowed to do it in highlighter, or no? Please wear a black veil and do a seance on the stream? Absolutely not, no. You'd like a pet demon? I'm gonna take his hat off so I can do this. Dark highlighter, I have a pink highlighter. I'm gonna take his hat off so I can do this. You guys can see a small hat underneath now. May you refund me? Yes. Did it. I have a pink highlighter. Does that count? Probably not. I have a blue one. Coal scented pencil. Oh yeah, I have a black scented pencil if that works. Sweden's here. Yay! Hi, Sweden. Hello. Hey, Sweden. Welcome on in. Oh my god. Long time no see, Sweden. Right. I can do it in black scented pencil. I'm going to have to map this out, though, because I'm not going to be able to mentally write this backwards. He lost an eyebrow. That was intentional. It's stuck on my monitor right now, just in case anyone ever wants to replace it. Don't want to get rid of it, because it wouldn't be even anymore. How do you write Mr. Damp backwards? Mr. Damp. You have to start with the second word, right? And then go. Okay, this isn't actually that bad. This is actually quite easy. Okay. I've got a real talent for writing backwards now because of streaming, really, which is deeply upsetting. Right, okay. I'm gonna do this wrong and then it's gonna be really sad. Write it forward on something, turn it over and trace it. No, I got this, Matt. Don't worry. If I fuck it up, then I'll just make him another hat. Or we can just accept the fact that I fucked it up, right? This is, you know what I mean? It'd be funny if I did. So we'll figure it out if I am fucking it up when I finish it. I'm not gonna like check or anything. I'm just gonna commit fully to like really, really, really aggressively writing these letters and then hope for the best. It's kind of my mindset right now. It's very satisfying. This one's scented by licorice, by the way, which is, again, is a shit scent. That's awful, isn't it? Licorice! Oh, God, that's awful. Smaller hat? Did he put it in the wash? What, his big hat? Yeah. It's getting washed right now and it's getting fucking vandalized in the process. It's getting absolutely vandalized. Right, how do you... Damp. This may lead my family to questioning this, you know, because now he's going to have a name on him, which is upsetting, but it's fine. It's okay. Right, okay. Boop, 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 boop. You'll be able to see it in a sec. Don't worry. I'm on the letter M, so I'm quite far. The M in Mister. No, the M in damp. Hang on. Oh. Have I done this right? Yeah! Gotten! I'm so proud of myself. So proud of myself. This was great. This was awesome. I'm so awesome and I'm so great. And I'm going to outline it in purple so I can be fun and on theme, on brand. Your fam hasn't questioned shit so far. That's questionable. I think I'm just a bit of a questionable person, so they don't really. You know what I mean? I'm quite strange anyway. So I think like this is probably on the more normal spectrum of behavior for me, which, you know, is questionable in tow, but you know. Daisy is the licorice, all sorts of Twitch. That is the most offensive thing you could ever say to me. Honestly, I'd actually rather you just say Sugar's fucking shit and just the worst person in the world than that. The licorice, all sorts of Twitch, that is a genuine insult to me and my personality. Licorice, all sorts are the fucking worst. That is terrible. Questionably cool? Yeah, questionably the best. Sugar's the lemon of the world's fruit basket. Now, that's not a bad thing. I can take that. Lemon helps things stay fresh. If you squeeze lemon on an avocado or an apple, after you've cut it, it will help it stay fresh. Knowledge with sugar daisies. Knowledge with sugar daisies. You're welcome. The powder lollipop? Fuck you guys. Actually, fuck, what the hell? This is so mean. What do you mean, the fucking powder lollipops? Stop saying foods that you know I dislike. This is just cruel. For some reason, I thought this was a neurodivergent friendly stream. I mean, I'd see no reason why it isn't, unless it isn't, and then you can let me know. That's why I'm here. Fair enough. Right, sorry, I'm outlining it in purple. I got a bit invested in this. It might make it look really bad, but I got excited with all the color options that I had, and now it's outlined in purple. Much more messy than it was before. You guys can't tell, but I can tell, so it's okay. It's fine, it's okay. You see what I mean? It's absolutely fine. Not that you guys would know, but it's okay. Hang on, let me just go pop this back on the wall now. Oh, he's pulled some of the fucking wallpaper off. Ah, you bastard. Ah, my wall's ruined now. There you go. You can't really read it though, can you? That's not my problem, is it? I did it in big letters. It's not my fault if you can't read it. I tried my best. I wrote it as big as I could. I didn't. I probably could have wrote it bigger, but I wasn't aware that it's not my fault. Okay, you can see it really well. You can see it really well, and you can read it really well. And if someone went on that, you know, it's okay. One day he'll be in focus. Yeah, not today though. I don't really feel like it. Last time I focused my camera, I ended up being a TV, and I really don't want to be a TV again, guys. I really don't want to be a TV again. I don't feel like that. It looks like it says my dump. Well. You know, I'm not going to change that. I'm going to choose not to change that. I'm going to let him stay the way that he is. Close enough? Yeah, see? He's fine. He's got personality to him. He's got pizzazz, really. He's really worrying. And the fact that I've now had to write backwards on his hat, for me, is even more worrying. Because, like, that looks so normal to you guys on stream. It looks so bad in person because it's written backwards. Yeah. Well, it's fine. I don't mind. It's okay. Kind of looks like, what? Badass motherfucker. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. He looks sick. He looks so cool. He looks Mr. Pimp. Oh, yeah. This is better names for him. A woman known to accept consequences. There are no redos on a Daisy stream. No, it's more the fact that I can't be fucked to make a big hat again. I mean, I could just turn it round. But I have fully committed now. You know what I mean? If it goes really wrong, then it goes really wrong. That's just the way that things are. With his one raised eyebrows too, he's a fucking pimp. Whoa! And he's got a gun. Crazy shit. He's absolutely losing his mind back there. Not me. I'm completely sane. If you're gonna do a comparison between me and Mr. Damp, I would definitely be the sane one. Like if you look at me and then look at him, I'm the same one in this I was gonna say relationships, not relationship. I'm the same one, full stop. So you know, I'm just saying, I'm really awesome. I'm really sane, really cool. That's a gun? I thought he was holding a tray. That is a very fair thought. That is so fair. Hello, welcome on in. Oh, I can't read that name. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm going to read it wrong. Oh, God. Describe a movie? Uh-oh, what movie would you like me to describe? Oh dear, we've gotten to this point in the stream. It's fair, I feel delusional enough to be able to do this today. If he's a pimp, you know what that makes you, right? Well, that I'm the more sane one? Thank you, I appreciate that. Wait, are those snowflakes? Yeah, cocaine. Yeah, snowflakes. One of them's been hidden by his hat a little bit. They are snowflakes, yeah. Well, that's supposed to be a snowflake, but it doesn't look like one, so... But it is supposed to be one, and there are little snowflakes around him. It's snowing. He's got weather in his own little world back there on the wall. Okay, you know, he's not sat in a nothing climate. Do I have to pick the movie? I mean, that, or you can ask someone else for a suggestion if you can't pick one yourself. Thing is, right, if I pick a movie myself, then I'm gonna have to end up researching it, and then I'm screwed, because then I'll know the movie. I mean, I probably won't. I could probably just look at popular movie lists, and then I could probably find a bunch that I hadn't seen before just through the titles. But that's not the point, okay? You can ask chat. Time Bandits? Okay. Let me get my little thing up. Is this the right one? Yeah, it is. Yippee. I just need to change this bit to this. Oh, I forgot. I got rid of the bloody thing. What's it called? Bracket. I got rid of it. Time Bandits. I'm so organized. I'm so incredibly organized. Right, now I have to think of a plot. Shit. Last time I just did a really fucking stupid pun, right? Shit. Okay, it might take me a second. I need to brainstorm quickly. This is the brainstorming part where I have to think properly. Parenthesis. Yeah, brackets. Close enough. Time Bandits. The Time Bandits. Time Bandit? Is it Stardew Valley? So basically, guys, there's this farm, and it was inherited from a grandpa. No, it can't be this time. There's no farms. Can't have a singular farm in it this time. Not allowed to have farms in it anymore. What I am allowed to have in it is what I will figure out in a second. Shit, I need to think of an ending first. I'll get there, guys. I'll get there. I could do another stupid pun, but I feel that you guys might fucking hate me if I do that. So I'm not gonna do that. It was tempting, but I'm not gonna do that. I think most of them have just involved, like, people mishearing other people. Why think of an ending? If I think of an ending first, then I can work backwards, and then go, like, figure out my way to get to the ending. Think of an ending is so much easier for me. Because, as I said, I can just work backwards. It's so much easier for me to, like, go, okay, this is how it will end. Bullshit your way to get there. That's so backwards. Yeah, but I'm not going to think of a start first. Because usually all of the endings end with me saying the movie's title. I'm not going to say it in the first, like, 2 seconds. That's boring. I'm not gonna go, oh, so they were these 2 time bandits and they stole the time. You know what I mean? Does the drum say zoot? No, it says soot. It's YouTuber merch. Leave me alone, okay? Don't even talk about it right now. Don't even talk about it. But no, I'll think of an ending. I'll get there. This one's kind of obvious though. I think I say that every single time, but it's really hard to think of something that is like, let me guess the ending. They misheard something. Not this time. Wilbur Soot House. Wilbur Soot House indeed. Wilbur Zoot House. Ah. Blazing it up. Time Bandits. Is it bad of me to just be really obvious this time? No. Okay, I've got the ending. Right, okay. So it starts in a... Okay, I'm not allowed to use warehouses, and I'm not allowed to use fucking farms, because I think I only use warehouses and farms in my thing, and I can't do that. It starts in a park, and 2 people are stood with their arms outstretched, and they're stood in a park with their arms outstretched, and they hug and they go, oh man, I miss you so much. I missed you so much. I'm so glad that you can't understand the rules of this game. Basically, I've never seen this movie before. This is a movie title. I don't know the plot of this movie. I'm going to describe my own plot of this movie, and then we're going to figure out the movie plot at the end. That's what it is. Basically, it's just me improvising for like half an hour, and then I'm entirely wrong every single time. Usually intentionally, though. So it's kind of a game that doesn't make any sense, but that's not the point. So anyway, starts with a park, 2 people's arms outstretched, they're gonna embrace, they have a big old hug, and they go, oh, I missed you, man. I miss you so much. I miss you so much. So you said Rhyme Rabbits? It's not that. I don't think it was ever supposed to last so long, but well, Time Bandits. What? That doesn't make any sense to me. Sugar's only ever seen rom-coms. Why do you think every single one of my plots involves romance in some way usually? But no, they have a big old hug and they go, oh, I miss you so much. I miss you so much. Oh, I'm so glad that we reunited with you, my son. I'm so glad, my son, that we reunited together. I'm your mother and we've just reunited together. And I miss you so much, my son. And the son's going, oh, yes, mother dearest. I miss you so much when we got separated in that tsunami. There was a tsunami that happened and we got separated in the tsunami and it was just the worst because the tsunami came through not our town, not our hometown, but a different town. The tsunami, when we were on holiday and this big tsunami came through, and that's not what's happening in this film. This is the aftermath of the tsunami. And they reunite and they go, man, that tsunami was really something. Let's go back to our hometown now. And they go back to their hometown, mother and son, after being reunited after a tsunami, when they start in the film and their arms are outstretched, and they get on the plane home, and they're sat on the plane. It looks like an hour-long plane, and they're sat on the plane going, fuck me, man, that tsunami was so bad. Yeah, that was such a bad tsunami, right? Of all the tsunamis in the world, it was probably a bad one. This is a sequel? No, it isn't. It's not a sequel. It's just... That's where it starts. That was a tsunami. It's not a sequel, though. It's not a sequel. It's just, like, that's where the movie begins, at the end of a really dramatic event. There's the aftermath of a tsunami, but there's no movie that features the tsunami. Is her name Sandra? Not this time. But no, they're on the plane. It's a long plane. 1 hour-long plane. Stop confusing me. Stop it. I don't appreciate it. But no, they sit there and they go, oh, man, what are you excited to do? What are you excited to do when you get home, son? And the son goes, oh, I'm really excited to see my friends again. You know, they've been messaging me. They've been so worried about me during this tsunami. And I've not been able to reply to any of them because my phone got washed away in the tsunami. But I just remember looking down during said tsunami. And instead of running, I just stood there. And I looked at my phone and I saw that all of my friends, they really appreciate me. And they really hope that I'm safe during this tsunami. And I am. And I'm so excited to tell them all that I'm really safe after the tsunami. And the mum goes, yeah, I've got similar plans too. I'm going to go see all my friends. I need to look up something quick. I just need to look up something here. Okay, awesome. That's cool. Sorry, I was just double checking something. Just double checking. Definitely wasn't double checking the what bandit means or anything. I would never do anything like that. I would never do anything like that. Guys, I was really sorry. I didn't know what the word bandit meant, and I thought I knew, but I just wanted to double check, and I was right. I just didn't want to go really down the wrong way, and then you guys go, what the fuck was that, Sugar? That didn't actually make any sense. I knew what bandit meant. Okay, I did know what bandit meant. It's just that I got really paranoid that I was going to make an entire plot which had nothing to do with bandits. But then I was fine. Would have been better if you thought it was something else. It would have, but I didn't think it was something else, unfortunately. One day it will be, though. Anyway, so bandits. They're on the plane, and the mum goes, yeah, son. They don't have names. They don't need them this time. Yeah, son. I'm really excited to see all my friends, too. Yeah, when I was stood there, and I was stood in that fucking tsunami, honestly, it made me rethink my entire life. I was stood watching that wave crash over the city that we were having a holiday in. I was just sat there watching it, and my life was flashing before my eyes. It really was. It just made me really rethink how my old age, if talking was a superpower, you'd be Wonder Woman. Thank you very much, Slick Astronaut. Welcome on in. Happy Friday. But yeah, she goes, I was just really thinking my old age, and I was just really, just made me really ponder. So I'm just going to go revisit all my friends, and, I'm going to go make some changes with them. I'm going to go say some stuff and do some stuff that I don't think I would have said before this tsunami. I'm just going to go make some differences. And the son goes, yeah, that's a good outcome of this. Maybe the tsunami really wrecked this city that we were having a holiday in, but it's ended up good for us. We're going to go make some positive changes in our life. We're going to go talk to our friends. Thank you so much, mdave_ for the follow. I appreciate it. We're going to go make some big life changes, and we're going to go talk to our friends. It's going to be a big day for us. And they sit in dead silence for the rest of the plane. They sit in big thoughts. They're thinking real hard, right? They sit there and they think real hard about what they're going to do. And you can see the son thinking about his friends. And a singular tear rolls down his eyes. Questionableness intensifies during describing movies. Single tear rolls down his eye. And it's his cheek, not his eye. That'd be worrying. His cheek. And then they get off the plane and they get in a taxi. And they go back to the town of fucking somewhere. I don't know, like, fucking shit. They go back to Cardiff. They go to Cardiff. They're not Welsh, because I'm not doing a Welsh accent, quite frankly. But they go back to Cardiff on holiday. They went to holiday in a place that was an hour away from Cardiff. And they got back to Cardiff. I don't know where there would be a tsunami an hour away from Cardiff. But I'm not going to question that. I'm not going to question that, okay? I don't know. I don't know where there would be a tsunami an hour away from Cardiff. But again, I'm just not going to question that. So they go to Cardiff. They get back to Cardiff and they get off the plane and they go, that was such a lovely trip. Well, it wasn't, but the start of it was lovely when we were on holiday. And they go, yeah. So they go back to their house and they sit together. The son's like 20, the mum's like 60, just for context. And they still live together because, you know, cost of living crisis, man. Who the fuck do you think we are? Come on, it's modern day story here with all those tsunamis hours away from Cardiff. And they get home and they sit around for a bit and the son goes, you know, it is really annoying that I don't have my phone because I'm gonna have to go see all of my friends in person and tell them I'm okay. So I'm gonna go set off and do that now, I think. So I've got a lot of people to go around. This is like after like a couple hours have passed, and he's unpacked his stuff from his suitcases and he sits around for a bit and he goes, I'm gonna go tell all my friends that I really appreciate them and that they're just really the best because, you know, it was so nice of them to really think about me during the tsunami when they knew that I was on holiday. It was just so nice. I'm gonna go thank every single one of my friends who said good luck to me in the tsunami. And I'm gonna assume that every single one of my friends said good luck to me because I don't have a phone, so I don't really know if they did or not. So I'm gonna go now, and they go, goodbye, Mum. I hope you have good luck with your tsunami aftermath too, because mine's gonna be really good. And he leaves the house, and he locks the door, and he leaves the house, and he goes around to all of his friends' house. We see a brief montage, just like in Rocky, but it's like sped up, like with that song in the background. And he goes through and he thanks all of his friends, and then we pan back to the mum, and the mum sat inside her house. She's sat there in dead silence, and she's just thinking. And she's looking at something on the wall. She's just looking at it. We don't see what it is, but we see her eyes and we see her face. And we see her looking at this thing on the wall really intensely, really angrily. Just, she looks full of rage. You can almost see the fire in her eyes. She looks that angry. And she's sat there in this room looking at something on the wall, fucking pissed, seething with rage, just looking at it, just going... really angry, okay? Like, really pissed. And she's looking at this thing on the wall. And then, you know, it sits there for a bit. And then she grabs it really violently. And then it cuts away to the son again, who's saying goodbye to one of his friends. It's a horror movie, by the way, guys. If you couldn't pick up on it yet, it's a horror movie. And the son's, we're back with the son now, and the son's thanking his friend. He goes, yeah, it was so nice to see you again. It was so nice to see you. And again, he shuts the door, and instead of following the son's perspective, we see the people inside the house. I have no clue where I'm going with this anymore. This has gotten really in depth for no fucking reason. We see the people inside the house, and they go, who the fuck was that? I don't know who that man was. I don't know why he was thanking us for something about a tsunami. I genuinely have never seen that man. I don't know who that man is. And he was just knocking on random doors, assuming that he was, assuming that they were all of his friends and thanking them for being grateful for him surviving in a tsunami. And then it pans back to the mum again. And the mum's out at night. At this point, it's like 7 o'clock, something like that, 7, 8. It's like 7:30. And she's wandering around at night. And she's gonna go to see some of her friends, right? And she goes and she knocks on her friend's door and she goes, and her friend opens the door and she goes, oh my god, you're okay! And they hug and it's a really sweet, nice moment. And then the mum goes, I'm okay, yeah, it was just a tsunami. And she goes, do you want a cup of tea? I know it's late, but you know, I just wanted to know if you could if you wanted to come in and just have a cup of tea. Sorry, where did Time or Bandits enter this story? You'll see, okay? Wait, these usually take like half an hour. The plot will build. I've been listening for the last 10 minutes, so I think my mind is broken. Yep. How do you think my mind is? This is what my mind thinks. You know, my mind is thinking of these things. It's terrible. It's awful. Jesus, this is the first act. Yes. The tsunami happened in the past, but also in the future, but also in the times, all the times. We've been here for a while. Only 14 minutes. This is short. Anyway, these are actual length movies, okay? These are the short films. But yeah, so she goes into the house and she goes in and she's talking to her friend and they have a nice cup of tea together, right? And it's all peaceful, you know, considering that she was like genuinely pissed a couple minutes ago in the movie. It's quite a tone shift. And, you know, it gets you a little bit on edge because you're like, oh, wow, what was she so pissed about earlier? What did she grab off of the wall that she was looking at? What was this, right? And she sits there, right? Trust me, the tsunami happened in a future past event or something. I'm calling it. No, you're wrong. Time bandit is when she steals an hour of your time. Yes. No. That would be smart, but no. Mine is much dumber than that. And she sits in her friend's house and she has a cup of tea. And you slowly see her start to look at something on the wall more and more. And she looks at it. And you see her drinking her tea. You know, she's just sat drinking her tea going, oh yeah, you know, we had a lovely time on our holiday. I think my son really enjoyed it. And they go, oh, where's your son now? Oh, he's just going around thanking his friends for being nice to him in the tsunami. Yeah, he's just, you know, I'm sure he had a really lovely time. And he just like, I don't know, you know, it must have been hard for him to experience a tsunami at 20 years old. You know, it must have been really difficult. And the friend is sat there going, you okay? What's wrong? Keep looking over there on the wall. And then she goes, yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm alright. It's okay. I'm okay. No, don't worry about it. You know, it's an interesting tsunami. I think I'm having a... No, I'm okay. And you see her sitting there. She sits and she gets really actively pissed, right? You can see her getting really annoyed. And then slowly, we get a zoom-in shot to her face as she's just stood watching something on the wall. Just stood there, just drinking her tea, watching something on the wall. And then she grabs it, and she runs, and she grabs it, rah, like that, and it's so scary. And then we pan back to the sun again, and the sun's just, thanks so much for the bits, I appreciate it. The sun's her future husband, but he's in the past. Wrong again. You're so wrong, so wrong. She grabs the thing that's on the wall and we pan back to the sun. And the son is now sat back in the house. And he sat there and he bought a new phone. He got a new phone from one of his friends. One of his friends was like, oh man, you need a phone? Oh, I've got a spare one. You can have it. You just need a SIM card. And he had a spare SIM card at home. So he's got a new phone. He's got a new phone. Now, at this point, I could be right. There's still 4 hours of the film to go. Yeah, but I know how it ends. So you're wrong. You're wrong. Thank you for the bits, by the way, Jax. I appreciate it. But yeah, so... he gets home, he's got a new phone, and he's adding all his contacts back to his phone, downloading Snapchat and Instagram and Discord. Do you know how it actually ends? Yeah, because that was what I thought of immediately. The story has taught me that the human condition is straight up a tragedy. Yes. My chat broke, but bits made it work. Oh. What? That's really weird. That is really upsetting. Pay to win? Yeah, clearly. I'm sorry, you didn't have to do that. Could you, like, not refresh or something? That's really annoying. I appreciate it nonetheless, but it sucks that you had to do it that way. But the son got home, he's downloading Snapchat and all of these things, and he's downloading the news, and he's downloading, I don't fucking know, Spotify and shit like that, and he's just downloading all of the things on his phone. I refreshed, I even updated the app. That sucks. New feature. Yeah, I wouldn't put it against Twitch. But he's downloading all the apps on his phone, and he sits on Snapchat for a while, and he puts on his story, streaks no replies, just survived a tsunami, and he posts it. He's really proud of himself. And then we pan back to the mum again, and the mum's at a different house now, and she's gone to another friend's house just down the road. It's not very far. She knocks on the door, and knocks on the door, different time this time, not like that. She goes just like that. That's how she knocks on the door. So she's been to a couple friends' house already. And she got a backpack with her, and she sits there, and she knocks on the door, right, 12 times specifically. She knocks on the door 12 times, and she opens the door and she goes, "Oh, hi, how are you? What are you doing at this time of night? I was just about to put my kids to bed. Are you okay? Do you need something?" And she goes, "Yeah, I just survived a tsunami. I was just coming to tell you that, you know, you're a really good friend." And she goes, "Oh my god, please come in. Please, are you okay? Do you want to sit down? Do you need to talk about it or something? Why didn't you message me? You know, we could have had coffee tomorrow." And she goes, "Nah, you know, I was just going around everybody, just making sure that, you know, they knew that I was okay and things like that." And she goes, "Oh, okay, cool. I'm just going to go put the kids to bed really quick. It will take me like 5 minutes. Do you mind if I just take 5 minutes, just go put the kids to bed?" And she goes, "Yeah, 5 minutes. Fuck you." And she goes, "Sorry, what was that?" And she goes, "Yeah, 5 minutes is fine. Don't worry about it." It's okay, 5 minutes is fine. "Hello, Yoda. Welcome on in. I don't know about the plot, but I hope the soundtrack has Tsunami by Manic Street Preachers." It does now. It does now. I don't know the song, but I know that the movie has it. But she goes into the house and she sits down and she sits and she's looking at something on the wall. Quite intently again. Quite intently looking at something on the wall. She looks at it for a while. And you hear a faint ticking noise in the background. Almost a talking noise along with it. Almost like a TikTok. Not like the hit app. More just like the noise. A TikTok. And she's looking at the wall near a faint TikTok. I think it's supposed to be scared. It's a horror movie. I already said this, okay? And she's looking at the clock on the... Not the clock, nothing on the wall. The thing on the wall that's definitely not a clock. She's looking at the wall really intently. And fuck, I've ruined the entire story. Shit. Ignore that. Oh, wow. I wonder what's on the wall. That's so crazy. It's supposed to be scary. She's not looking at a clock. No. I'm horrified. Wonder what's on the wall. It's not a clock. It would never be a clock. Shit. It's fine, guys. It's fine. She's looking at the wall really intensely. Thank you so much for the bits. I appreciate it. I'm going to be really shocked if there's a clock on the wall. Yeah, you better be, because I've never even alluded to there being a clock on the wall. Fuck, or anything like that. So she's looking at the wall and you hear a TikTok noise. No, she would never steal the clocks. Fuck, guys. Shit. Guys, really? No, fuck. It's okay. It's fine. Yeah, she's looking at the clock on the wall. Fuck! She's looking at the wall. She's looking at the wall. She's looking at the wall. There's nothing on it. There's no clocks or anything. She's just looking at the wall. And then she sits there really intensely looking at the wall. And then all of a sudden, you'll never guess it, I'm not enthused by this anymore because I've ruined it. Oh man, she's looking at the clock on the wall, and then you know, her friend comes back downstairs and she goes, "Oh, I'm really sorry that took like more than 5 minutes. I'm really sorry that like that took so long. I just really thought it would take 5 minutes, but my son, he was being a real bitch." And you see her sat there with her head in her hands. She sat there with her head in her hands. Head in her hands. And the friend goes, "Oh my god, are you okay? I'm really sorry. I had to go put them to bed. They've got school in the morning, but are you okay?" And she sits there with her head in her hands. And the friend looks up at the wall. And then she goes, Did you take the clock from the wall? Where's the clock gone? And she looks at her friend. She's got the clock in her hands. Gripping it real tight. She's looking at it. And she goes, You said it would take 5 minutes. You said it would take 5 minutes to put your kid to bed. And her friend goes, "Well, yeah, I said 5 minutes, but you know, I'm really sorry it took longer. I didn't mean to." She said 5 minutes. 5 minutes. I said 5. You said 5 minutes. It's been 10. I've spent 5 minutes extra of my time. 5 minutes extra of my time to sit here and look at this fucking clock. I almost died in a tsunami yesterday, you know? I almost died. I was looking at that wave and my life was flashing before my eyes. It made me rethink everything. I came around to tell all of my friends that they were, not that they were nice or anything, no, that they were big time wasters. That they were big time wasters. That they were all wasting my time. Every single one of them, they were wasting my time. Whenever I came into your house today, you know, every single time I came into someone's house today, they would sit me down, give me a cup of tea, make me wait for the kettle to boil, make me wait for them to be ready, maybe wait for all of these things. Just, you know, nearly dying in a tsunami yesterday. It really puts into perspective how quickly your life can go by and how much time we're wasting. And the friend goes, "Well, yeah, I'm sure it was a really traumatic event, but I don't know if this is that big of a deal. You know, I only spent like 5 minutes longer than actual. I didn't mean to, you know? It was an accident. I just needed to put my kids to bed. You showed up unexpectedly at like 9 o'clock. I really don't know what you wanted from me here. Really don't know. Don't invite her to my house." Sounds like a Karen. Time wasters. Yeah, she's not taking these 5 minutes well. What does the tsunami have to do with the rest of the film? It's the opening thing. No, you don't see the tsunami. You just see the hug. All of this is in Cardiff, by the way. I'm pretty fucking sure anyone living there would have forgotten about all this by now. Yeah, probably. But no. So she sits there with the clock in her hands, dead staring at the clock. She goes, "You wasted 5 minutes of my time. Friend before, wasted 10. Friend before that, about 2. She was okay. She didn't really do much. The one before that wasted like 30 seconds. She was quite caring, actually. But the rest of you, fuckers, wasted my time." And the friend goes, "It's scaring me a little bit because, you know, you don't have to stay here. You could just leave if you want to." And she goes, "Yeah, I could. Could do that, couldn't I?" And then you hear sirens in the distance. You hear sirens. You hear wee woo, wee woo, really distant sirens. And then she perks up. She looks out the window. She goes, fuck. Shit, they're after me. They're coming for me. They're after me. The cops, they're after me. They found me. And the woman goes, what the fuck have you been doing? Why would they be after you? Why would the cops be after you? And she went, I've killed all of my friends. Every single one of them. I've taken their clocks. All of the clocks are in my backpack. I've killed every single one of my friends for wasting my time. I've killed every single one of them and taken their clocks. You were going to be next. But now the cops are after me. I was going to kill you next. I'm going to have to kill you, because otherwise you'll know I've just told you my entire plan. I've killed all of my friends because of how much time they were wasting in my life. I don't want to be my time to be wasted anymore. I've killed all of my friends. And it flashes back to the son in his room, and the son sat on the news app looking at the news app going, oh my god, my mum's just killed so many people. So many murders have been reported in the past 5 minutes because she left trails of blood from every single house that she went into, and she left the street. She went, I've just killed a person every single time. And there's just been a chain of murders happening, and her picture's in the thing because someone just took a picture of her because they yelled that she had a murder, and she did murders, and she's looking at his phone. He's going, oh my god, I've just been in a tsunami, and now my mum's just killed like 4 people. Sorry, none of these characters seem relatable to me. What about the clock? Does the son still manage to get sleep? No. His mum's just killed so many people. Is it comedic horror? Well, yeah, sure, fuck it. And he's realized that she's gonna go to jail, and he sits there and he's having a breakdown. Back to the other woman. She goes, I'm gonna fucking kill you, I'm gonna kill you with this here clock. And it goes near you, and the woman grabs a knife from the kitchen. There's a whole fight scene with the clock and the knife, and then you hear 12 knocks on the door, indicating the 12 hours of the clock, if that was a worry, just in case you didn't know what this is. Ben Shapiro? Yeah. That was why I knocked 12 times, by the way. It's a lot of knocks, but it had significance because she's a clock woman, you know what I mean? You get it, right? 12 knocks on the door. And the woman goes, it's the fucking cops. They're here for me. I was gonna kill you, but they're here for me now. The cops are here. The cops are here for me. I'm gonna go to jail. That's gonna waste so much of my time if I'm in jail. Oh god. And the friend is just sat in the corner just looking at her. And then the woman goes to open the door. She opens the door. She goes, hello? You only had 5 knocks? Listen louder, okay? Listen louder. Listen louder. Does he hide under the bed? No. Opens the door. And opens the door. No wasting time, okay? Do you not understand the morals of this movie? Is she really gonna waste time hiding under a bed, or is she just gonna fucking open the door and go to jail? Right? Like, come on, guys. Are you really missing the entire point of this movie to not waste time? Come on. You don't even understand the morals, thinking that she's gonna hide under the bed, you fuckers. Is she fucking hide under the bed? No. She's gonna open the door with the bloody clock in her hand. Come on, this was obvious. Of course she's not going to hide. It was inevitable. It was massively inevitable that she was going to go and open it. Come on. Silly. Really silly. The entire story was a waste of our time. That would be a good one. No, I mean, she opens the door and then the police are there. I was going to make it so her son's there. I can't really be bothered to carry this story on because that would just make it more complicated. The police are there and they go, hello, ma'am, have you committed so many murders? She goes, yeah, I have. Won't waste your time. Yeah, I have. All the clocks are in my bag. I stole all the clocks. If you want to call me the Time Bandit, you can feel free. Like all of the serial killers, they all have names. Can that be my name? And they go, well, no. What's your actual name? And she goes, no, it doesn't fucking matter. I'll just go get in the car. We'll deal with that later. She gets in the car. No time wasting. And they take all the bloodied clocks out from her bag, all the, many clocks that she's just used to kill lots of people. And she gets in the cop car, they drive away, and back to the son, and the son is just sat there looking at the clock on their wall. Tick-tock, tick-tock. And that's the end of the film, everyone. Thank you very much. That's it. That's how it ends. You're welcome. That was the Time Bandits. That wasn't... Okay, well, shit, hang on. Guys, actually, wait. No, I guess Bandit works. Bandits, I was going to change it to Time Bandit because, there was only one Time Bandit technically, but Time Bandits works because all of our friends were wasting their time. Thank you so much. Thank you. I deserve this, I think. She didn't kill the cops. No. No, she didn't. Is this going to be clipped and made into the channel trailer? I've done better ones than this, okay? I've done better ones than that. This story is truly time wasting. Thank you. I was the Time Bandit all along. It was me! I was the time bandit, wasted many... Oh God, not another one. Oh God. No, not another one. Shit, I've never had to do 2 in a row before. 12 Angry Men. I've already done that one. I already did that one. I made it about Tesco. I'm so sorry. We've gone full circle. I've already done that one before. Yeah, about Tesco. I don't remember how. It was a while ago, but I made it about Tesco. Yeah, done that one. Let me think of another one. Okay. Oh, God. I've never had to do 2 in a row before. I don't know if my brain's knowledgeable enough to do 2 in a row. For the number of points, I don't think they used to last 30 minutes. In fairness, that is very true. They used to be much shorter than this. I've gotten quite excited about them now. What was your one? Some Like It Hot? Is that what you want? Okay, I can do that. I feel like, okay, I can figure it out. It might take me a second. I'm very much so in the mindset of time bandits right now. Okay. I do want to go look up what time bandits was, by the way, before I do this, because, like, I want to know. I want to know what it was about. Hang on. Some Like It Hot. There you go. Oh, God, fucking up my brackets again. Okay, hang on. I want to know what time bandits is about. Just out of curiosity, okay? Time bandits. What was Time Bandits about? What was it about? Make it so imaginative that it no longer makes sense. This one made sense, is what I'm saying. None of them fucking make sense. Fascinated by history. That's fun. Oh, it's like fucking Night in the Museum, but in his house. Isn't that cool? Right, I didn't really read it very well, but Time Bandit sounds like an interesting film. I fucking ruined it, but it sounds like an interesting film. More or less sense? Oh, God. I can't make it entirely incoherent. It's got to have a slight amount of plot, okay? This one's very vague. I can do kind of anything with this one, but I don't know how I'm going to make it funny. I'll try and make it more coherent than the last one. I'll try my best. I'll try and actually use the title in the way that the title is intended in this, right? I'll try, okay? I will try. But I've got to get it. Some Like It Hot? Yeah, I know. Is a comedy? Yeah, says you. I don't have to make it a comedy if I don't want to. Says the movie. Time Bandit is awesome. It looks very cool. It looks like a good one. Some Like It Hot. Can I just tell you guys, like, the story of, like, Goldilocks and the 3 Bears or something like that? I should have just done that and not described it to you and just gone, wow, there was this once a little girl who went to a house and it was full of bears. And should have just done that. Would have made my life much easier, but I've spoiled my plan now. Shit. Okay, well, I can't do that. I'll find another one. I'll think of a different thing. One day I will just describe you the plot of an existing movie already and then just call it a day. Just like, yeah, well, this is just the plot of, like, Chicken Little. I'm just gonna describe it really vaguely so you guys will never know. What color bears? I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Some Like It Hot. This is hard. The ones where it's, like, specific is hard. Guys, this is difficult. I'd be shit at an improv group. Why not pick that one chapter in Blood Meridian? That would work also. That one specific one that I definitely remember so well. That would be really helpful. Some Like It Hot. If anything, Some Like It Hot is very broad. That's what makes it harder, I think. I don't know, I feel like more specific ones are easier for me in some strange way, just because, like, this is so vague. Someone making a juice drink, but they like it hot. Yeah, it's not easy. That doesn't work in my brain. It needs to be a bit more ridiculous than that, okay? Okay. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna bullshit my way through this. I'm just gonna make a load of bullshit. Think of the movie Happy Feet and how that is animated. This movie is about penguins, everybody. This movie is about penguins. I'll figure it out as I go along. I will figure it out. I don't fucking know, okay? I will absolutely figure it out. The Day After Tomorrow is pretty bullshit. All of them are fucking bullshit. You don't bullshit your way through the rest. Well, the thing is, right, with the rest of them, I usually have an end goal. Thank you so much for the follow, Pilot CR Redbird. I appreciate it. I usually have an end goal, right? I usually have an end goal. With my films, when I don't have an end goal, I really struggle to think of things. The end goal really helps. But Penguins Like It's Cold? Yeah, well, come on. Get a guess. Come on. on. No end? Okay, I'll have no end to this one. I'll figure it out. Cliffhanger? Should I? How are you doing? I'm doing very good. Welcome in. Happy Friday. We're describing this movie by its title currently. You'll figure it out. Or you won't, and it will just be really confusing. But that's the way it's supposed to be. So yeah, think of the movie Happy Feet. And put up a bit of an inspo pic if you guys would like. Nah, fuck it. You don't need an inspo pic. Think of the movie Happy Feet. There's a bunch of penguins sitting in a little hole. They're all in the classic penguin holes. And we're watching them do stuff, right? We're watching them do stuff, and these penguins are having a little chit chat, and they're having a little chit chat in the hole. They can talk, obviously. It's like Happy Feet. They can talk, and they're going, all right, well, yesterday wasn't a very good day for fishing, was it? And he goes, no, it wasn't. It wasn't a very good day for fish. How many fish did you catch? Maybe about like 5. They're well known not to like holes. Don't give a shit. These penguins like holes, okay? Penguin hole? Well, penguin cave then, you fuckers, okay? Penguin cave, you dicks. These penguins do like holes. Yeah, come on. Fuck you, right? And a fucking tsunami happened an hour away from Cardiff? Fuck you. I don't care. I'm doing great. Got home a while ago from my flights and start preparing lunch for me and my wife. Sounds like you're having a much more productive day than I am. So I film? Yeah, fuck you. Penguins love holes. Penguins love them. Penguin hole. They're all sat in their penguin hole, okay? Yeah, so, yeah, I caught about 5 fish. Usually catch, like, at least 7. Yeah, I know I only caught about, like, 2, so. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. You know, you could, like, I don't know, you could share or something. Because, like, my family's been starving back there. Absolutely ravenous. You know, my son's only eaten half a fish today. And the other penguin goes, yeah, I know. But, like, I only caught 5 fish, and I usually catch 7, so I gotta keep these fish for my wife and my kid. And the other guy goes, yeah, I know, but, you know, we're all in the same boat here, man. You know, you could share out your fish, and at least half a fish. You could just share out your half. You could just, you know, give me half, so I could have 2.5, and then you could have, like, 4.5. Or you could just give me 1, so we can both have, like a more even amount. You know, I think you've got some fish to spare. And the other fish goes, yeah, I know. I could have some fish to spare. But I gotta keep them for my wife and my kids. I'm really sorry, man. And then it pans to some different penguins, and they're having a different chat. And then they go, so, how's your egg doing? And the other penguin goes, yeah, my egg's okay. I don't know where I'm going with this. I've got no fucking clue what's going on right now. I don't know where the hell my end goal is, like, at all. I'm having a great time with it. Yeah, no, my egg's doing okay. I've been sat on it for a while. Hasn't hatched yet, but you know, it's not hatching season yet for the birds. It's not hatching season. And you go, yeah, no, not hatching season. It's not hatching season yet. It will be soon though, won't it? Yeah, we'll be hatching season soon. When hatching season rolls around. For now, we just gotta stay in these holes, in these penguin holes. And they go, yeah, I don't really know why we're in holes. You know, I thought factually that we didn't really like holes, but we've ended up in holes this season. I guess it's helpful for warmth. You know, we usually go in a huddle together, and we huddle for warmth. I guess holes for warmth are equally as effective. I don't really know. It feels slightly illogical that we're in a hole right now. And they go, yeah, I don't really know how we ended up in this, like, penguin cave thing either, but, you know, I feel pretty warm. I feel pretty warm right now. It's pretty good temperature in it. You know, getting all the penguins nice and huddled up. All right, 'cause they're going to be great when it's hatching season. Goes, yeah, I think they will be. I think they're going to be pretty happy. Apart from the lack of food. How many fish did your husband get? Oh, my fucking husband only got fucking 2. Me and my kid have been starving. Me and my kid have been absolutely ravenous for the past couple of days. My husband got 5 fish. So, you know, he's a little bit better than your husband. You know, he did really good fishing, even with the lack of fish that we got right now. And he goes, oh, well, you could share some, you know. Could share. And she goes, yeah, I could, but my husband put in a lot of hard work for this. So that was the wife and the husband's talking. Then you pan to some different penguins, baby penguins, and they go, sorry, I don't know if you did my younger sibling, and they don't say anything. They just look at each other and tap dance as the ones in Happy Feet do. They just sit there and tap dance the whole time. Like that. They just tap dance. Then we pan back to the big penguin hole. Human centipede, was I right? No. this. Close though, very close, very close. When they talk about the weather, yep, all the penguins, they love weather. We pan back outside of the penguin hole. We get a nice view of the Antarctic, where the penguins live, and we see them all waddling about in their penguin hole, waddling around, having a little waddle. No, I'm ignoring this. They don't do that. They would never do such a thing. They waddle around, and they sit and having a waddle in their little penguin holes, and they start waddling out of their penguin holes to go do some more fishing for the day, to go get some more fish, and they all dive into the water, and they're protecting their eggs in the penguin holes, and they dive into the water, and they do a bunch of things in the water. They got a bunch of fish in the water. We just watch them for a while, like a really, really long while, getting a bunch of fish. Just like, it's a really long scene of fish catching from the perspective of like underneath the water, of the fish like swimming away and the penguins catching them and shit like that. We got like a really, really long scene of penguins catching fish, and we got a really long scene of them kind of waddling around and like slipping and sliding down hills and things like that. Just like a few chats in the middle talking about like fish and like the weather and like the fact they're in a penguin hole and like the fish they're eating and their husbands and their babies, and some tap dancing interludes in the middle. So it's a musical also sometimes with the tap dancing. Can I have my points back and we can just end this movie right now? It'll be done soon. It's a quick movie, this one. And so they swim around in the water and they do all these things. Is it a prequel to Happy Feet? It is. Yeah, it is. But no, they do all these things. And this is what happens when I don't have an end goal, okay? You can't blame me here. I don't have a fucking clue where this is going, but I'll figure it out. And so you see them back in their penguin hole, and it's hatching season now. It's hatching season. We've watched them go through the multiple stages of their penguin lives of catching fish, and sitting on their eggs and warming up the eggs and shit like that, and sitting in the penguin holes and leaving the penguin holes and fishing and sliding, falling down hills and getting saved and stuff like that. We watch a lot of these penguins' lives. Okay, I won't dig deep into it because it's quite a dull movie. It's quite a dull movie, okay? It's not like the most interesting thing in the world. It is quite a dull movie. And they do things, and they do the penguin things. They go penguin, like this, penguin, and that's the noise that they make, penguins. And then we see it pan out again. Big wide shot of the penguins, and they've just all hatched. The baby penguins, they're starting to hatch, right? They're starting to hatch. Movie World Club, penguin hole and fish. Yeah. They're starting to hatch, the baby penguins. They're starting to hatch. Hi, Charlie! Hello! I'm describing a movie right now. You'd love it. I can be your writer if you ever need to make a film. I'm really good at it. The penguins are starting to hatch, right? The penguins are hatching, and we see the penguins start to hatch. We see one penguin hatch, and it's slowly hatching. And on this day, the weather's particularly cold outside, and we hear David Attenborough's voice going, and then the penguins start to hatch, and this penguins come out quite early. This penguin must really like the cold, this penguin. This is what David Attenborough sounds like, I think, factually. This penguin really likes the cold, this penguin does. You never guess where it's going next. This penguin really likes the cold. and then we see some of the more penguins hatch in the cold, and then David Attenborough goes, yes, and these penguins, they've been fed not very much, as the fish season was quite bad. The fish season was in a bit of a lull this year. Just as David would say. These penguins are beautiful. I love these penguins lots. We watch them fish. We watch them sit in the penguin hole. Guys, I can't do this. This is really difficult to do. Watch them sit in the penguin hole. Watch them sit in the penguin hole. And now we're watching them hatch. It's just a David Attenborough documentary if you haven't clocked onto this bit yet. And these penguins like it cold, these ones, they like it cold. But some of the penguins, some might like it hot, the penguins. So other penguins will wait longer to hatch it from their eggs. Other penguins might. And then there's a big tap dancing sequence of all the baby penguins, and they go, happy feet, and they do a big tap dancing creep. Find me somebody to love, find me somebody to. And one of the penguins is really good at oh no, shit, I take it back. All of the penguins are really good at singing, all of them. Find me somebody to love. And this one specific penguin's really good at tap dancing. And then the plot of Happy Feet starts. Thank you very much, everybody. That was the movie Some Like It Hot. It was a penguin documentary. This is what happens when I don't have an idea. This is what happens when I don't have an idea. This is what happens when I don't have ideas, okay? This is why I have an idea. That's the name of the movie? Yeah, that's what David says. Some like it hot. The penguins, the baby penguins. I don't fucking know, okay? I don't know. I can't do 2 in a row. I can't think that creatively. My brain is not functional enough for this shit, okay? It just isn't. I can improv 1 movie in 3 hours. 2 is pushing it. It really is, right? You know, I don't know, I went from a woman killing her friends and stealing clocks to a bloody David Attenborough documentary where half the bloody movie is just them fishing and being in a penguin hole. They don't even like holes. They don't even like penguin holes. Penguins don't even like holes, okay? This wasn't even a factual documentary. And they all started tap dancing at the end. It was a piss take. I'd imagine penguin tastes fairly good. They probably do. Penguin likes holes. You said they didn't. I don't know. I think I could improv a solid movie. How do you know? Are you a penguin? Well, someone said that they don't like holes. I don't know. I've just believed you guys. Sorry, I know my David Attenborough impression was really good, but I'm not him, right? I'm not knowledgeable in all these animals. I liked the song. Was Somebody to Love Marshall Queen? Yeah. You can't do 2 films in a row. Please don't make me do another one. Please don't make me do another one. Please don't make me do another one. Please don't. Please don't make me do. Please. It will be so bad. No! Why? Shit! Why would you do this to me? Why? Why would you do this to me? Why would you make me do 3 in a row? 3! I can barely manage through 1. Charlie, can you do it? Charlie, please can you do it instead? I don't think they'll let me do that. Charlie, please instead. New record? You guys are dicks. You guys are dicks. Make it a short story. Yeah, but I made that one a short story, okay? I made this one a short story. I made that one a short story because I was struggling already. I made that one a penguin documentary. You really think I can do another one? My brain is like a desert right now. My brain is like a penguin hole with lack of penguin in there right now. Penguinless hole. It is a penguinless hole, okay? That is what my brain is, a penguinless hole. And you're really expecting me to be able to make up another movie. There are no penguins in my hole right now. Okay, I'm gonna stop, guys. I think I should stop. Maybe I should stop. I know this film. No, what is it? What was it? No Country for Old Men. I know the book. I don't know the book very well, though. Now you can do No Penguins because No Country for Old Men. Fuck, I really wish I would have read this book so I didn't have to deal with this shit. Charlie, that defeats the purpose of you knowing this film, though, right? Because then you can't... Thank you so much, guys, for adding that quote. I appreciate it. I'm glad that was documented. All right, then, how about the Grand Budapest Hotel? I think I know that one vaguely. Enough. I know I can still freestyle a whole film plot. Yeah, but that defeats the purpose, okay? Have you seen what the Channel Point Redemption's called? That's a W film, too. I've never seen either of these films, right? I just generally vaguely know scenes in them. And I'd much rather not know them at all. It brings me more joy. Brings me much more joy. I assume I got Some Like It Hot pretty correct if I was going to take a guess. I'd assume that I got that one, like, hit the nail on the head, right? Right? Yeah? Manchester by the Sea? Oh, shit. I think thing is right. I feel like I've already done one that it could be exactly like this. Charlie, I would love to duo with you, but I feel like that would make it substantially harder to do this entire thing. I'm more of a solo worker, I think. Should we plan a stream where we just do that the entire time? Improv stream. That'd be horrendous. That'd be absolutely horrendous. It'd be a terrible time. You've done Manchester by the Sea? Yeah, I'd be so down for that. We'll be in cohorts. Some Like It Hot was about dropping ice cubes in the ocean. So yeah, I was pretty much right? I was almost pretty much correct. I haven't done Manchester by the Sea, but I did do a plot of a film where someone went fishing in the seas of Nottingham, which I think is pretty which is almost kind of like, I don't know, we can just retell that one if you want. I did do one about fishing in the seas of Nottingham, so I have already kind of gone down that route. I can do Manchester by the Sea if you want, though. I can do Manchester by the Sea. I'd be down for that. Okay, I do have to think though, because I have no fucking clue what I'm gonna do. As I said, my brain is frazzled. How about Cornwall instead of Nottingham? Nottingham was sillier. Nottingham was way sillier. That film was called Licorice Pizza, by the way. No, it wasn't. Was it? I don't know what it was called. That's what I called it. What was the film called? Was it called that? I don't know if it was called that. I think it was called that. I don't remember. The plot was that all of the pizzas were covered in oil, so that's what it was. No thinking aloud, just go with it. Cornwall isn't known for fishing though, yeah, but Nottingham is, clearly. The Gentleman, try that film. Okay, I won't think about it either. I'm just gonna say shit and hope that I get there eventually. I just won't put any thought into this one and see what happens. We'll go with it. We'll do that instead. That's easier. That makes my life easier. I'm just gonna fucking go, and if it takes 45 minutes, it takes 45 minutes. We'll be here until 11. Right, The Gentleman. Shit. Okay, I'll just get a venue. It starts in a ballroom masquerade dance. You have to go edit a thing for uni? Good luck with your editing. Good luck. Thank you for the nice stream. We'll be in co-ops. We'll plan. We will plan. We'll be awesome. We will plan. Do not worry. We'll think. We'll do silly little secret discussions outside of the stream. Planning. But no. Let me gentleman. No. I have nothing right now. Or gentle male people. You guys are way too obvious, okay? You guys are absolutely way too obvious. But yeah, so it starts in a masquerade ball, and everyone's got, it's a furry convention. It starts at a furry convention disguised as a masquerade ball. So they're all sat there in big fuck off furry suits, but only the head part. Only the head part of the furry suit. And they're all sat there in furry heads. This is what happens when I don't have a plan, okay? I have no clue where I'm going with this. They're all sat there in fursuit heads in a masquerade ball. And they're all sat there going up to each other going, so what's your animal are you dressed as? And they go, I'm dressed as a woodlouse. My furry costume of a woodlouse. And they go, so what are you as? And they go, I'm a hammerhead shark. So... yeah, I don't know. Do you want to come back to my place? And then they go back to their place, and they have no. They have nothing. They have no interactions. They go back and they watch a season of Modern Family together. After the masquerade ball. That's what they do. The woodlouse and the hammerhead shark, only in the top half of their furry suit. They go home and they go back to the hammerhead shark's place and they watch a season of Modern Family together. They have absolutely nothing involved with anything else. They just go home and they watch Modern Family together. And we sit and we watch multiple couples do this. Not couples, friends. Modern Family friends. We sit and we watch them all. Right, so there's a woodlouse and the hammerhead shark. There's a fucking, I don't know, there's a fox, and what's going on? I actually genuinely don't know anymore. I'm describing this film. I will get there, I don't know. Welcome on in, though. Happy Friday. Imagine having to watch Modern Family. It'd be horrifying, it'd be awful, it'd be terrible. It'd be so scary, but no, so... There's the hammerhead shark and the woodlouse. There's a fox and a pig. There's a shit. Okay, hang on. I need to plan this out in my head a little bit. There's a fox and a pig. Thank you so much, Well Black Plugger, for the follow. I appreciate you. She's describing an ideal date. Yes, I would love to dress up as a woodlouse in my free time. A furry woodlouse, but only the head part. I would absolutely love to dress up from my shoulders upwards as a woodlouse and go and watch Modern Family with part hammerhead shark. I would just love that in my life. I would just love that so much, that in my life. That would be my favorite time in my life, to dress up as shoulder to top of head woodlouse and watch a season of Modern Family with a hammerhead shark. I would just love it. You guys are so right. You've hit the nail on the head there. But yeah, there's a fox and a pig. There's a fucking, I don't know. There's a mosquito and a fucking hedgehog. And there's that's it. They're the dates. We see not dates, just in companionships. We see them go back. One of them watches Modern Family. The other one goes and just does a little bit of drawing together. And then the other one goes and fucks. I don't know. We had to eventually, okay? Come on, I don't know. I'm running out of ideas here. I said this one was going to be difficult. I said this one was going to be difficult, didn't I? Did I not say this was going to be really hard? I'm really struggling here. I don't even know where I'm going with this. My brain is frazzled right now. I went from a masquerade ball to basically a furry convention, and now it's gone horrifically downhill. Now it's gone horrifyingly downhill. So yeah, they have sex in the bedroom. The mosquito and the the mosquito and the hedgehog from shoulders upwards. That's what they do. I think I'm losing my mind a little bit. It's been a really long day. I've been up since like 7:30. I'm really tired. Yeah, so that's that. That's that. And then we pan back to the masquerade ball. We really didn't need to see any of these dates because they all become entirely irrelevant later on in the movie. So we're sat in the that's late. Oh, well, okay, cool. I woke up at 4 a.m. I'm angry. Sorry, I've been in an angry mood all stream. I didn't mean to take it out on you. It was an accident. I'm more angry just generally everyone. I didn't mean to as an accident. I did mean it a little bit, but only a little bit. Just like this bit. Not 4, 6. Yeah, well that's late. Sorry, I stopped being angry again. I didn't mean it. I only meant it a little bit. Just this bit. I meant this bit, but none of the other bits. But anyway, yeah, so that happens. Then I genuinely don't think I can do this. We go back to the masquerade ball, and at the masquerade ball, they're all slow dancing to Galway Girl by Ed Sheeran. Yeah, pretty little Galway Girl. Galway Girl. I went around, right outside of the bar. You know that one? Yeah, Ed Sheeran, Galway Girl, the half-furry convention. They're dancing to Galway Girl by Ed Sheeran together. Mosquitoes, armadillos, all the animals alike, they're all dancing. They're all dancing to Ed Sheeran together in the ball, and then the lights come up. The lights come up, and then they go, okay, guys, you gotta get out now. You know, the ball's over. The ball's over, guys. The ball's over. The masquerade ball's over. You all gotta go. You have to go now, guys. And they all take their furry heads off, and they sit there and go, oh, man, what? Oh shit, we gotta go now? Well, I was so excited. I thought more Eddie Shears was gonna happen next. I thought we were gonna listen to Shape of You. I was so excited for Shape of You. And they all go, yeah, Shape of You, Shape of You, Shape of You, Shape of You. And they go, guys, stop chanting. We can't do any more songs. You know, you've already taken your heads off, guys. Just go home. Or I don't know, like one of you can play it on your speaker or so. We can't do any more songs. We've got like another party in it in like 10 minutes, and you guys have left like feathers and fur all over the floor. Like, you guys need to leave now. Like, we're really busy. You guys have to go. And they go, Shape of You, Shape of You. And they go, guys, we're gonna have to call the police if you don't leave. You only booked it for like 2 hours here. You guys have to go. And they all go, fine. Boo! Boo! And they all start making various animal noises at the party host. All of the animal noises. The mosquitoes start buzzing, and the other ones start woofing and shit. Like, they all start making animal noises, and they all leave. Yeah, just like that, but with more meowing in it. Daisy's brain is working on full capacity right now. I'm literally losing my mind. Chin. This is Awake Daisy's fantasy. I'd love to witness a dream of her, but it's a fever dream. It's like double as bad. Yeah, there you go. This is perfect. This is perfect. So they all leave the venue, right? And they all go, oh man, we just wanted to listen to Shape of You. No, I'm describing the third movie in a row, Dregs. I'm losing my fucking mind, really. This is the third movie I've had to describe within the past hour, and I'm gonna cry soon. And then they go, we really wanted to listen to Shape of You. You know, we waited this whole disco, masquerade ball to listen to Shape of You. I don't know why those, like, that whole Modern Family was anything related to this. It really wasn't. This is, again, what happens when I don't have a plot. I really wanted to listen to Shape of You. Guys, does anyone have Shape of You on, like, their phone or anything like that? Does anyone have Shape of You? Why don't you stop? Someone redeemed it. I can't now. It's too far gone. But does anyone have Shape of You? And everyone goes, no. I thought that we were going to listen to it in the party. So I didn't download it because I thought we were going to listen to it in the party. And everyone goes, oh, what? What the hell? Not a single one of us has Shape on You on our phone. Not a single one of us. And they go, no, because we all thought we were going to listen to it in the ball. We all thought that was going to be our closing song. We gave it to the guy. We gave the playlist. We didn't realize the playlist was one song over our allotted time at the masquerade ball. We didn't realize. And at this point, they're all on the streets of San Francisco. And they sit there with their masks in their heads going, oh, shit, we just wanted to listen to Shape of You by Eddie Shears. Oh, what the fuck are we going to do now? We can't go home without listening to Eddie Shears' Shape of You. We can't. That'd be terrible. But what would happen if we did that? The whole world would collapse, I think. And so they go, okay, we need to find someone on the streets of San Francisco with someone with the song Shape of You on their phone. We have to find someone because what are we going to do? And so there's about like a group of like 10 people all holding furry animal heads all together on the streets of San Francisco. And they're looking for someone to sing Shape of You, Ed Sheeran, play it, anything, right? And they walk around and they go up to this woman and they go, hey, really quick question. Do you have Shape of You on your phone by Ed Sheeran? We just really want to, Eddie Shears, Ed Sheeran, you got it, right? Eddie Shears, do you have Ed Sheeran on your phone? Do you know Ed Sheeran? And she goes, sorry, I don't have any money, sorry. And she walks really quickly away. And then you see just the rest of the people just like really, really like looking down at this like 10 group of people who are like desperately going up to people asking for Ed Sheeran. Everyone's just sat there like, oh my god, please don't come up to me. No, sorry, I don't know who Ed Sheeran is. I'm really sorry. Yeah, sorry, I'm really sorry. And they keep going up to people with these masks in their hand, and they start getting more and more agitated, and they start walking down the street going, Shape of You, Shape of You, Shape of You, Shape, but really loud again. They're getting really riled up about it to the point where the people, the mosquito, not the mosquito, we won't go back to that one. The fucking, what was it? It was a woodlouse. The woodlouse and the hammerhead shark, they get interrupted. They hear outside. They hear a bit of a commotion, right? If a psychiatrist saw this, they might be concerned. Yeah, they hear a bit of a commotion outside the hammerhead shark and the woodlouse. They hear it and they go, what's all this commotion? What is this? And they pause Modern Family. And they pause it and they listen out and they hear Shape of You, Shape of You, Shape really loud. And they go, that was on our playlist, wasn't it? I wonder if that's... And they look out the window and they see all their friends with their masks in their hand, really dejected, chanting Shape of You. And they go, that's our friends down there. Should we go see them? Should we go ask them if they're okay? And they go down the steps. They pause Modern Family. They go down the steps and they go, hey guys, what's wrong? Why are you all chanting Shape of You? Did you really enjoy the last song? Sorry we missed it. We came back to my house to watch Modern Family. And they go, yeah, we noticed you left. That was weird. Because, like, we booked this party for, like 16 people. And, like, 6 of you just fucking left. Which is really rude. But it's okay. It's fine. And then so they go, yeah. We're really sorry about that. We just wanted to go watch Modern Family, right? And they go, Modern Family? And they yeah, Modern Family. You heard of it? And they go, yeah, I heard of Modern Family. Yeah, I had him on a family. I don't know why you didn't invite us. And they go, yeah, well, we're sorry. If we knew you liked Modern Family so much, we could have invited you. But like, we're almost finished now. We've watched we watched the last season together. So, we've just about to finish the last episode. It was like pretty much finished. I think we've got like 2 minutes left of it, right? Two minutes left of the Modern Family last season. And they go, oh, that's okay. It's fine. We don't even mind. Our party got shut down early. And they go, oh, that's a shame. Did you get to listen to all of the songs on the playlist? And they go, no, we didn't. No. I know that you guys really enjoyed Modern Family, but we didn't get to listen to Shape of You by Ed Sheeran before we left because they shut us down and they kicked us out. And they go, oh, what? You didn't get to listen to Ed Sheeran? I don't think I have it on my phone because I assumed that we would listen to it in the party. And then this man walks by in a suit and tie, and a top hat, smoking a pipe, and he walks by, and they all look at him, and it's a ginger man in a top hat wearing a coat and tie, and they look at him and they go, "Is that Ed Sheeran? I think it might be Ed Sheeran, guys. I don't know about you, but I think that might be Ed. I think that might be Ed Sheeran. And they all look at him, and they look at him, and they start slowly following him, but in a really discreet way. They just go down the same streets as him. You know, they're just walking behind him. Just walking behind him. Ed Sheeran, or not Ed Sheeran, it depends. They don't know yet. They haven't seen his face, just the back of his ginger hair and the guitar on his back. And they look at him and they go, I think that might be Ed Sheeran, guys. I don't know. We might be able to get the real Ed Sheeran to sing us a song. We might be able to get Eddie Shears. We might get Mr. Ed Sheeran himself to sing a Shape of You. I don't know about you guys. This sounds like a way better one than just playing it through a singular speaker at a masquerade ball. And so one of them gains the confidence to go and tap him on the shoulder, and they go, hey, sorry, Ed Sheeran? And it turns around and it's just some random ginger bloke, and he goes, fucking, yeah. I'm not Ed, sorry, no. I know that I'm carrying around a guitar, but I'm not Ed Sheeran. I'm really sorry, guys. It happens quite a lot. I'm not Ed Sheeran. I'm really sorry. It's not me, you know, I understand, you know, it is a mistake, but I'm not Ed. I'm just Ginger. And they go, oh, okay. No, that's fine. We're really sorry to bother you. We've been following you for like 10 minutes now, thinking that you were Ed Sheeran. We noticed that you had a guitar. I know, you look really good. We thought that you would just, I don't know, go into a concert or something. Just go into a concert. And he goes, yeah, I was headed off to go to a music gig. I've got like this thing going on where I dress up like really nice and I go to a music gig. And they go, oh, that's cool. Do you know Shape of You by Ed Sheeran? And he goes, oh, yeah, yeah, I probably could play it if you... Would you guys want me to play Shape of You by Ed Sheeran? And they go, yes, please, yes, we would like you to play Ed Sheeran, Shape of You. Yes, we would. Yes, cool there. You guys are really good at this. Don't worry, you guys are really predicting this really well. Is Ed the gentleman? Wait and see. Wait and see, guys. Wait and see. Guys, wait and see. And so he gets his guitar out, right? Pulls his guitar around to the front of his body, and he's got the Ed Sheeran Shape of You tabs up in front of him for the music, right? And he's learning the song. He's sat there listening to it on his headphones, and he's listening to it, and he's going, okay, yeah, I think I can play this, guys. And just as he's about to start playing Shape of You, club isn't the best place to find out that one, right? Just as he's about to start playing Shape of You, do they have YouTube? Apparently not. No, not the furries. They don't. Just as they was about to start playing, the guy from the ball runs back in, and they go, hey, whoa, sorry guys, sorry, I'm really sorry, we found you here. We actually stopped your party early. It was a massive fault on our behalf. You actually had like 15 more minutes. You've still got 5 minutes more of it if you want to go get the time. I'd completely understand if you don't want to. I'm really sorry, we're really sorry that we shut this down early. I know that you had a playlist. We're really sorry. You know, we can give you an extra 10 minutes in there if you want. If you head back now, it's okay. We can like get it ready for the next party if you want to go back in for 10 minutes. And they all go, really? And then he goes, yeah, we're really sorry. It was a real big mistake on our company. You know, we can give you compensation. We can give you 10 minutes. They go, can we go back now? And they go, yeah, everything's still set up from your party. We were just realizing all of the mistakes. And they go, oh, wow. Oh, okay. Yeah, cool. And they all sprint back to the ballroom. 5-minute walk down the road. And they leave bootleg Ed Sheeran and his shitty guitar behind. Fuck that Ed Sheeran. Fuck fake Ed Sheeran anyway. He's not even real. I know he was just about to serenade them with Shape of You, but they don't want that anymore. Not from him. So they walk away from shit Ed Sheeran, and they leave and they go back to the ballroom, and they all put their furry masks back on. The mosquito, the pig, the fox, the wolf, the hammerhead shark, and they put the playlist back on, listening to Galway Girl to get back into the swing of things, and then all of a sudden, dun 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 dun, the club isn't the best place, and Ed Sheeran's Shape of You plays, and they all sit there and they lose their shit, and then the song ends and the playlist ends, and they all leave and they thank the man and they go, oh man, you know, thank you so much for coming back and finding us. We really appreciate this. We were going to get that man to sing Shape of You for it. We really love the song Shape of You. You know, we really appreciate this. You're such a gentleman, you know. Such a gentleman. This was so kind of you. We really appreciate this. And he goes, oh, guys, you didn't have to. We're really sorry for this, by the way. We appreciate you for being so kind. And they go, yeah, of course. Have a nice night, by the way. Have a nice night. And he goes, yeah, you too. And they leave. And they see fake Ed Sheeran on the street and they kick him to the ground. And they go, fuck you, fake Ed Sheeran. Fuck you. And they leave and they go home and they all watch Modern Family. The last 2 minutes of Modern Family together. And that's the end of the film, everyone. That's the film, The Gentleman. I hope you enjoyed. I don't know either. I don't know, okay? I don't know. I don't know what that was. I don't know where that was. I don't know what it was. I don't know what just happened in my brain there. I don't know either, okay? I cannot explain a singular thing that just happened in that film. This is what happens when I have to describe 3 in a row. 3 in a row. Don't cry because it's over. Smile because it's over. That feels about right. That was mesmerizing. You're welcome. You're so welcome. Yeah, I feel, oh, guys, I'm a real genius, actually. You know, one day I'm gonna become a real film writer, and you guys are gonna reap your words. How about 4? I will actually end stream if you redeem another one. I need to go. It's been 3 hours and 16 minutes. I'm messing. I don't have the points. Thank God. Jesus. As your psychiatrist, do you feel like this session has correctly opened up your deeply rooted hate for Ed Sheeran? Well, the Ed Sheeran thing, right, was related to something that happened to me today. I was listening to Cherry Wine by Hosier. I don't know how you pronounce his name. You know that one? As sweet as cherry wine. I was listening to Cherry Wine this morning. Very good song. And then as I was listening to Cherry Wine, I was just listening to it individually because I was like, oh, I have a really big hankering right now for listening to Cherry Wine. So I listened to that song and I enjoyed it and it ended. And then after it, fucking Galway Girl by Ed Sheeran started playing, and it really deeply upset me. So yeah, that's why. This was just a big old therapy session for my deep-rooted hatred for Ed Sheeran today. I was listening to Hosea, I was having a lovely time. Blood is red and sweet as cherry wine, and then it fucking got ruined by I'm in a chaser. One more drum, one more drink at the bar. Fuck you, Ed Sheeran. Fuck you. I'm glad that they beat that fake Ed Sheeran into the ground at the end. I really am. So yeah, this was all just basically invested in me hating Ed Sheeran. Chin chin. You're welcome, everybody. We will eat our hats when you become a writer. Seems like everybody loves to hate Ed Sheeran. I've got no problem against Ed Sheeran, really. I think he's quite talented. Just specifically the song Galway Girl will grain into my head for the rest of my life. When I was in year 9, I used to, maybe year 7, I used to religiously listen to a Galway Girl remix. Yeah, as if it couldn't get any worse than Galway Girl by Ed Sheeran. I would listen to a remixed version of it. And I've hated that song ever since. The rest of the songs I'm sure are fine, okay? When he was 6 years old, he broke his leg. But, like, I don't pay attention to those songs, so then they're irrelevant to me. Galway Girl and Shape of You are forever ingrained into my memory, just as the songs that I dislike. So that's where that plot really came from. She needed a speech-to-text translator, and we get at least 1 book a day. Honestly, I do. I could be a writer. They would just be really incoherent movies. You know, it'd be really helpful if I knew, like, an animator or something like that, and I could just get all of my shit, like, movie plots, I could get all my shit movie plots into, like, animated shit movies. Imagine how much fun that would be. That would be great fun. Imagine having all of my, like, my little ramblings animated. Obviously, I'd never be able to actually film them, but getting them, like, drawn out and, like, really rubbishly animated could be so funny. There was a Pinely video where he made a short film. It's a really good video. He got his younger brother to make up, like, a story, right? And then he animated it, and it was so cool. And it was all just to prove that short film festivals were, like, a scam or something. Deep-rooted, but he got really invested in it and he made a whole movie. I think that concept is so cool. You know how sometimes you say words that seem like the wrong one? No. I'll never do such a thing. Ed Sheeran is great. Only person better is Beaver. You know you love me. You know you care. Just stop whenever. Love it. Honestly, sounds like a good afternoon. Get some tea and biscuits and just rant. I mean, the whole start of this stream was just me being pissed about college work. Really was. No, Matt, please carry on. No, I know exactly what you mean. When you say the words that seem like the wrong one. No, I don't know. Unless you're making a reference, I don't understand what you're saying. But yeah, anyway, I say a lot. This is the stream title. The coherency was the lie, if you haven't realized yet. Look down at that stream title. Tell me the lies, guys. You'll never know. You'll never know. I don't think I've been talking fast at all this stream. Guys, I think I've been really coherent. You know, I started off this stream being relatively wise. I'm not just standing up for no reason, by the way. My skirt's uncomfortable as hell. But no, I started off this stream really, like, coherent and talking wisely about my college, right? Ended this stream talking about masquerade furry balls, which I've only just realised how that sounds, but it's okay. What if both of them are lies? That would also make sense, you know. College, you're young. I am 18 years old, so yes. You got some herency, as in the co-version, the co-variety of herency. That makes sense. This was a nice event of you losing your sanity slowly. Thank you. It's the Sugar Daisies way, okay? There's not been a singular stream I've ever ended and I've gone, yeah, I know, I feel really sane right now. I feel like a normal, functioning human being. There's not a single thing. Why aren't you out clubbing? I don't drink. That's mainly the reason. And I'm sat here instead describing, yeah, this. That's why I'm not out clubbing, because I'm a fucking nerd, and I'd rather be streaming on Twitch. Oh! And I don't drink, so I don't really care. Innate? Yeah, I still don't really know what that means, but I really like it. Thought clubbing was hitting balls with a stick. Maybe in some contexts it is. I'll do that one instead. That sounds better. Equilibrium, sporadically. Okay, but sporadically. Okay, so there's like all of the words that I've said that don't make any sense. Okay, is there any need to call me out like this? I don't know if there's any need to call me out like this. I know I just say words and I hope that they mean what they mean and they don't. This is why I had to look up what bandit meant, okay? I was pretty certain that I knew what bandit meant, but I did need to double check. I find great joy in just throwing words at people and hoping that they land. It's like my version of not landing a joke, just not landing words. Just saying shit and going, yeah, well, I don't know if that's the actual definition, but well, fingers crossed that it is. I find great fun in it. I find great fun. Not calling you out, I wanted to ask about another phrase. Oh dear, yes. Yes, go for it. Drink water or mocktails, can still have a good time. Oh yeah, I can. It's just like, clubbing isn't really my kind of thing. I've never tried it before, but I haven't really got like a good group of friends who would want to go clubbing. We're all very much so like not clubbing people. So maybe I will one day. It's just not currently. Not landing words. Yeah, like not landing jokes is favorite. I do appreciate not landing jokes sometimes. I can appreciate that. Not that one. Oh no. What other one is it? Oh dear, we gotta find the other one. There have been some good quotes recently. I've been appreciating the quotes. We reached 300 quotes, which is fucking insane. Listen louder? That's a good one. That's a good one. You say I wouldn't put it against them? I've not heard that before. Usually I wouldn't put it past them. I wouldn't hold it against them. Wow. That's really crazy that you've never heard it before. I've heard it said all the time, actually. You know, all the people around me, they all sit and they go, I wouldn't put it against them. All the time, actually. That's what they all say. They would never say I wouldn't hold it against them. It's all, is it a regional thing? Yeah, definitely. It's like scone and scone. Well, yeah, it's just like that. I don't know why you haven't heard it before. It's really crazy. It's actually really normal round down my ends. Really normal. Heard that also? Yeah, of course you have, because why wouldn't you? It's really normal. Apparently lack of sleep is like drinking, so you'll probably get that feeling in the next week or so working on your project. That is so true. I could not sleep for the life of me yesterday. I was led in bed from I'd like to say like 10 o'clock in the evening to 2 a.m. It was fucking sucked. I could not sleep. It was awful. It was terrible. I don't know how I managed to get to sleep, but I was just tossing and turning all night. It fucking sucked. It was awful. Can you say supercalifragilisticexpialidocious 10 times really fast? Probably not. I can spell it though. supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. So, you know, if that's any helpful, that's any help to you, I can spell the word in song form. It has to be in song form. It's like the alphabet. supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Thank you very much, everyone. So proud of myself. Tossing and a turning indeed. And it was awful because I literally could not sleep, and I was so aware of the fact that I had to be up early in the morning, and I was just sat there going like, oh, well, I'm getting fucking 4 hours of sleep today, and it sucked. And it was awful, and it was terrible, and I was very tired today. Kept my energy up quite well, and I'm still like feeling quite alive right now, but it took a second. When I was at college today, someone had a can of like vodka in their bag, and it exploded all in their bag, and we had to throw it in they threw it like fully in the bin. It was like a full can. It was like 4 Locos. So I was there when they bought it, and they bought it to drink in the college break because my class is very normal and not at all slight alcoholics, but they brought it to drink in the college break, and they spilt it everywhere, and our entire class smelled of vodka. It wasn't a can of vodka. It was a different drink, fruit one. And our entire class smelled of vodka for a long while. It's one hell of a fun fact of the first day of the year. I know how to spell that word. Thank you. I also know most of the periodic table, and I can solve a Rubik's Cube. Just my fun little strange little facts. Just my little strange fun little facts that I have. Yeah, my weird memory for things. You mean like cider? No, I mean a Four Loko. I don't particularly know what that is, but they all said that it had vodka in it, so I believed them. Some sort of fruity drink that had alcohol in it, and it exploded all over their bag, and they put pretty much the whole can in the bin. And it just stayed there. So that's going to be a shock when those bins get empty. Still not as bad as energy drinks. Well, that's debatable. They probably have similar amounts of, like, sugar in them. Why'd you keep dropping into an American accent? With what words? It might be intentional. It might not be. Vodka beer from Family Guy? Never seen Family Guy. Do I accidentally keep dropping into an American accent? Sometimes I do intentionally. Most of the time, I don't think I have intentionally in the past while. I don't know. It's an accident. Maybe my accent's just very similar to American. It was not intentional. I don't know. My accent's kind of just silly and, like, in between. I've got so much shit on my bed right now that I forgot existed. I was going to crochet before this stream. It's good to keep the accent clear. Bigger audience. Yeah. What? I can't do that. My accent's a mess. Do you like tongue twisters? The hardest is supposed to be this. Pad kid port. No, I'm not even going to try. To begin to toboggan, first buy a toboggan, but don't buy too big a toboggan. Too big a toboggan is too big a toboggan to buy to begin to toboggan. Irish wristwatch, baby. Irish wristwatch. Top bunk, bottom bunk. Yeah. Oh, get owned. She sells seashells, I believe, on the seashore. And Peter does things. I don't know what Peter does, but sure Peter does a couple things. Well, I don't remember what Peter does. I don't remember that one. But I remember all of the other ones. The toboggan one was the most exciting one. Red lorry, yellow lorry. Yeah, I don't think we need crack here. I don't think so either. Four Loko is the most DJ. It's quite sad. I mean, it's spilled everywhere. It's spilled absolutely everywhere. I like myself a water. When I'm feeling fancy, I'll take a carbonated one. Okay. All right. Freak. I mean it. That's weird. What do you mean a carbonated one? Well, you drink carbonate. Oh, God. Ah! You weirdos. Absolute weirdos. You say, fuck, I always get this wrong. Aluminium. I was going to say aluminum, but I was doubting myself. It's aluminium. Don't trick me like this. Don't. Senior, trash can. High school. I'm actually just American, guys. I'm just really good at the British accent. Carbonated water is like drinking acid. Yeah, JK, carbonated water is undrinkable. I'm really glad you backed out on this because that is absolutely horrifying. Yuck. It's awful. I heard Daisy's favorite drink is flat Dr. Pepper. See, now this is the thing, not a giraffe. You've kind of hit the nail on the head there, like accidentally. I don't know if you were here when I spoke about my strange, I really like Dr. Pepper. You've really hit the nail on the head here. You've been throwing out some wild assumptions all stream. You've kind of got this one right. I fucking love Dr. Pepper. It's my favorite fizzy drink. However, I don't really like fizzy drinks very much, so I've not been present for any soft drink talk. Well, you've hit the nail on the head. I don't really like fizzy drinks very much, and it's not that I leave my drinks to go flat, but what I have to do is I have to flatten them in my mouth before I drink them. Sounds strange, but what I do is I take a sip of a fizzy drink, and then I have to let it uncarbonate in my mouth, and then I swallow it. So you're right. Yeah, you're actually right. It is basically flat Dr. Pepper. You're kind of right. That is basic. That you were pretty much exactly correct. I don't really like fizzy drinks. It hurts to swallow them. I don't like just swallowing the drink. I don't like swallowing fizzy drinks, okay? I don't like swallowing fizzy drinks. I much prefer to let them flatten in my mouth first, and then I'll swallow it. What the fuck? What do you mean? What? You are someone else? Yeah, but this is just guys, please don't. This is normal for me. No, it's not to stop anything. I just don't like the sensation of swallowing a really fizzy drink. It's strange. It's strange. It's like, I don't hate it. It doesn't, I don't like it very much. I don't think Dr. Pepper is even a real doctor. Not even certified, the dick. But no, I do this with every fizzy drink. It's not just Dr. Pepper. Any fizzy drink I'll ever drink, I have to let it flatten in my mouth first. Because otherwise, I don't like it. I think Daisy disliking fizzy drinks is the most normal thing. This is the thing, isn't it? It is normal. That's kind of cool. I'm drinking a flat Dr. Pepper right now. Not intentionally flat, just forgot about it. Mine is a more intentional type of thing. How long do you keep it in your mouth? Not very long. I don't sit there and go... You know what I mean? Not very long. It's just like a short process. Just to let it cool down a little bit, you know, let it flatten out a little bit, and then I swallow it. Has to like warm up a bit too. My teeth are really sensitive, so I have to kind of let it warm up a bit so it doesn't hurt my teeth as well. This is, all my eating habits really stem from me. It's a texture thing. You swirl the Dr. Pepper around in your cheeks. I mean, I wouldn't put it against me. You're really weird in a good way. Thank you so much. Thank you. It's an honor. It really is. It's an honor. Warm up. Yeah. There are quite a lot of foods that I have to warm up in my mouth. Gonna pass out. Strawberries being a big one of them. I can't bite into strawberries because of how it hurts the fuck out of my teeth to bite into a strawberry. So I have to warm it up first. Sometimes when I eat fruits, this is why I do this with cucumber. I was talking about washing my cucumbers earlier. I wash them specifically with warm water so that they aren't as cold for me to eat. Yeah, sorry guys. There's some horrifying facts here. Yeah, I don't like eating cold like vegetables or fruit or anything, so I'll wash them with really specifically like warm water so that they are warmer for my mouth to deal with, so they don't hurt my teeth. That or I just eat them like an old person. It's one of the two. Works like that. It works fantastically. Don't let the soda touch your teeth or they'll degrade faster. Yeah, they've already been degraded. You know what I mean? They've already degraded. Yeah, it's too late. I hold it in my mouth all the time. So that was the plot of Some Like It Hot, drinking fizzy drinks. Yeah, that was all about me, baby. I heard Daisy had to eat ice cream once. She died. Oh, ice lollies are like my peril. What was that one gross food thing you won't tell us the other day? I'm not bold enough to tell you guys that ever, I don't think. It's probably not even that bad. It's just, it feels bad. If you guys are having this reaction to this, normal in comparison, really. How many cucumbers did you eat? What total? I don't know. I quite like cucumber. I had some cucumber today. I have cucumber in my wrap quite a lot. What was the food item? All of them. Every single food item. This was a habit that I did with every single food I ever ate, which makes it even more broader and even more worrying to think about. So enjoy that. I'm not telling you guys. It's not happening. Sorry. There's a limit. There's a limit. Said washing cucumbers? Yeah. Well, I only wash a singular cucumber, but I open the cucumber's little plastic bit, and then I wash the bit that I'm going to chop up, and then I put the cucumber back in the fridge. Yes, I do keep the cucumbers in the fridge, yeah. Yes. Do you have pets? I do. I have a dog. She's called Veranda. She's very lovely. She's very sweet. Can you just tell me? No. I won't judge. Well, I don't give a shit. No. This is a sugar-only brain thought. Okay, guys? There are very rarely sugar-only brain thoughts. This is one of them. Can we see? You actually can. I probably have a really easy picture of Veranda that I can get up for you guys now. You see a picture of Veranda? Unseen picture of Veranda. It might not be unseen, actually. It might be a seen image. Oh, they're all of Shed. Fuck's sake. Oh, this is just sad. Sorry, Shed was my other dog. Shed was my other dog. They're all just of Shed. I'll show you a picture of Veranda, though. Here she is. Here she is. Look. Here she is. This is Veranda as a baby. On the table. Veranda's a baby on the table. Look at her. Aww. Look. Veranda on the table. Baby Veranda on table. Isn't she so sweet? She's so sweet. Yeah, indeed, she's horrifying. I don't have a picture of Veranda to show you how big she is now. Let me see if I can find you a picture to show you how big she is now. She's big now. She's fucking chunky. She's a big dog. Oh, where's a picture of Veranda? Oh, I can't find a picture of Veranda. Oh, indeed. Isn't she so sweet? She was such a baby before. She was so tiny and cute. Why can't I find a picture of her being big now? What the hell? I've got a whole Discord channel of just pictures of Shed and Veranda. Cause leave me alone. Oh, here she is. There we go. Here's a good picture of Veranda being big now. Hang on. You guys are ready for big Veranda now? This is what she looks like. So that was her as a baby, and this is her now. She's just a bit bigger, only a little bit. Her head's still tiny, so, you know, her head's still very small and little. She was a proper, like, tiny dog. She was very sweet. It's cute how her back legs go together when she sits. She was such a silly puppy. I have lots of here's a picture of Shed and Veranda. There's so many sweet pictures of them together. She was so tiny. Just for some comparison. Here you go. Different sofa indeed, yes. I mean, these have, like, 4-year difference in between them. She looks like a different dog. She does, doesn't she? She's very sweet. Here she is again. This picture is one of my favorite pictures in the world. The other picture is of my dog Shed, who unfortunately passed about 2 weeks ago. But look! Look how tiny she is. She's so tiny. In comparison to Shed, she was just a little baby dog. Little baby. She's so sweet. I've got so many pictures of Veranda that you guys have just never seen before. It's very lovely. There you go. Did they get on? They got on like a house on fire. They were basically just in a relationship. Look! They may look like they hate each other, but they don't. They loved each other so much. Look at her. She's so tiny. In comparison, she was fucking little. She was so small. She was a very sweet puppy. She was a very, very sweet puppy. I have pictures of Shed as a puppy too, which you can see also. I have pictures of Shed as a puppy. Shed as a puppy was, just a little baby guy. He's just a silly little baby guy. Look at him. There's 2 different photos. It does look like 2 different pictures. I promise you it isn't. I'll show you Shed as a puppy too. We'll just have a Shed and Veranda moment while we're here, while I'm still kicking around. Here's Shed as a puppy. So bear in mind, that's what Shed looked like before. This is Shed as a little baby. Little baby guy. Look at him. He's so tiny. He was so little baby guy. Aren't they so sweet? Now they're fucking huge and big and massive. But Shed was like a proper baby. This is Shed with my other dead dog. This is Shed with my dog Randall. That was my dog Randall. He was a very lovely bulldog. He was very sweet. He died fucking ages ago. But there they are together. There they are together, little baby. How many dogs have you killed? I have had 3 dogs. 2 of them have passed away, unfortunately, but here they are. There are the dead ones. Here are the 2 dead ones. You're welcome, guys. Enjoy that picture to make it dark. But look at them together. That's Shed and Randall. Randall was a very sweet boy. Randall, I grew up with Randall from a baby age. Randall was the same age as me. He was 1 year older than me. I had him when he was a baby. I literally used to sleep in a bed with him. And then I had Shed from year 6 to now. And then I had Veranda. I don't know when we got Veranda, but she is like 4, 6 maybe? I don't know how old she is. She's like 6, I think. But no, little baby guys. Little baby guys. Here's another picture of Shed. Just as a bonus. Here he is. Oh, look at him. Oh, little baby guy. Little baby guy. He's very sweet. But there you go. There's my dogs. That's a lot for 18. Well, they're not my dogs. They're my dad's dogs. But yeah, 2 of them have passed away. But they're very sweet. There you go. There's Shed and Veranda and Randall. Randall reveal, everybody. I don't know if you've ever seen my old dog before. I have another one. There are so many. If they could stay in puppy stage for like an extra 2 years, that'd be great. Can I have a sticker? Sorry, busy. Talking about my dogs. Yeah, of course you can. What sticker would you like? Here's another one. Ta-da! Very sweet. That's Randall. He was a lovely dog. He was very lovely. We would never get a bulldog again. They feel very inhumane. Fucking hell, he probably had so many lung problems. But he seemed happy enough. He couldn't bark properly. He used to just go woof like that. He sounded fucking stupid. And he couldn't run properly either. He popped around like a little rabbit. Silly guys, silly little guys. And then Shed came in and was like a fucking tank in comparison. Shed's like an absolute beast in comparison. Did all 3, they didn't all exist together, no. Randall died before we got Veranda. And then Veranda and Shed lived together. Shed know Brindle puppy is? No, he was very dark. He was very dark. Sorry, I'll put one more picture on of just Shed in comparison now. This is one of my favorite pictures of Shed ever in the world. He looks like a sweet little baby boy. Bear in mind, queen size bed. Keep that in mind. What sticker would you like? What sticker would you like? Yeah, queen size bed. That's Shed, everybody. I don't know where the baby picture is of him before. Here he is before. There he is before and after. Puppy Shed and Big Shed. There you are, guys. He only grew a little bit. It was just a little bit. He only went from very small to fucking massive within his like 7 or 8 years of life. So like, that's Shed. How didn't he suffocate you? I'll never work out. Oh no, he basically did, but I accepted it with love. I accepted it with open arms because I loved him so much and he was allowed to. He was very much so allowed to. But there you go. There's Shed before and after, everybody. forever in our hearts. Forever in our hearts. But he was a very sweet dog, and he was a very big dog. Anyway, what sticker do you want? What sticker do you want? It's nearly been 4 hours. I'm gonna have to go after this. Blue star, sorry for interrupting. Don't apologize. That's silly. You don't need to apologize. It's okay. I was only joking when I said that we were looking at pictures of my dogs and I was ignoring you. You fed him too much? Did you feed him cats? Yeah, we fed him actual human people. He was on a diet of people. He was on a people diet. Yeah, so we just fed him people constantly. And then he got big and strong. There's a star with lots of clouds on it. Do you want that one? I don't know if it's clouds, actually. It's blue. It is blue. I'll give you that. It's got clouds and 2 mushrooms on it. Are you happy with that one? We're running out of blue stars slowly. Are you happy with that one though? It's a good one. It's got mushrooms on it. Feels about right for today's stream. But anyway, there you go. There are pictures of my dogs. I have a whole channel just designated to them in my own little private Discord server, just designated to my dogs. You like blue? Blue's a solid color. Unless you say it just because you've got no reasoning for it, then it's a shit color and you should get a better favorite color, you freaks. Sorry, that took a turn. I'm guessing you want it on the hat. I've already just kind of assumed. You want it on the hat? Sorry, I just immediately went that you're going to put it on the hat with the other 2 blue stars. Am I wrong in this? Or did I assume correctly? Yeah? Okay, cool. Yeah, I know you so well. Don't worry. Here you go. Kablamo! It looks so good. There you go. There you go, guys. Doesn't it look awesome? On the right side of the big star? Yeah, I gathered. Don't worry, I got this. I redeemed a sticker once, but that was... Well, Matt, I was going to ask, right? I was going to ask when you got back, because I did... This is why I had them right next to me, right? This is why I had them right next to me. This is why I didn't have to go anywhere. But then you unredeemed it yourself, because I saw that you unredeemed it yourself, so I was like, okay, well... Guess I don't want a sticker anymore. You can have one if you want, Matt. I was going to offer it to you. I did mention it, but then you went to go have a cup of tea. So I was like, okay, well... So sorry. It wasn't my fault. You read your mind. You know me too well. Dan, a big fan of symmetry too, so I can appreciate that. Yeah, I knew exactly where it was going to go. I made my choice and I stand by it. Fair enough. You can have a sticker another day. Anyway, guys, I'm going to have to end up now because it's nearly been 4 hours. And, you know, I said that this was going to be a shorter stream. And I've ended up going longer than, like... most other streams that I've ever done ever, so I am gonna have to go to bed now. It's been a long stream, okay? It's been a long stream, and I feel like I lost my mind like about halfway through it. So much for doing my college work, eh, guys? Yeah, so much for that shit. Absolutely fucking useless. Thank you for the stream. You're more than welcome. You are more than welcome. There were 2 movies in this stream. My slow descent into insanity, and then the other ones that I described. Go clubbing, that's where I'm off to. How did you know? We're gonna raid Poppy, everybody. We're gonna raid Poppy, everybody. We're gonna raid Poppy. Have a good night and good luck with your college work. I appreciate it. Very much so. But yes, we're gonna raid Poppy, everyone. They are doing a tier list by the looks of it, so go spread your opinions. I appreciate you all for being here, though. I hope you all have had a fantastic stream, and I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your evening, afternoon, morning, night, dawn, dusk, sunrise, and certain other times of the day. I hope you will have a fantastic rest of your Friday and or Saturday, and a good weekend, too. I will be back on Monday,